Though I'm excited to hear about this. The recap. To end all recaps.
No,
No, thank you.
I think you're up, Ari.
I'm not. I am not. Not today. I'll do it next time. Don't make me do it today.
What exactly did you do, Eri?
Yeah.
It's like an 8K like obstacle walk, but walk.
Wow.
Obstacle
race.
walk. 8K obstacle walk.
Race where it's like you go through like
That sounds like walking through
had to like
a high
crawl.
school.
Yeah, get up through like those big ass metal containers, like crawl up on one and like jump down from it.
Cool.
Walked across car roofs and I'm trying to remember. It's a blur, really.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool. Also, really fucking hard. Oh yeah, and we had like some part of it was like for the military, so they had like dudes where you have to crawl, and there's like fucking they'll zap you if you touch the stuff above you.
Oh no.
Electrical wire.
Yeah, it's electrical wire. That was great.
You get zapped.
And then, I mean, it was called a mud race, so there was a lot of mud everywhere. So you just like walk through sometimes, like up to your like chest in mud, just muddy water. It was rough, but it was fun. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. It was pretty cold. I mean, it's not cold before you like got through, and then then it was cold. But until then, you were working. Also, there was like, what are they called? I don't know what they're called in English. Y'all gotta tell me if I start switching to Danish suddenly. It happens when I'm very tired.
Manikai can translate.
Yeah, there we go.
I should be able to. I still remember some part of Danish.
Some.
Just a little bit.
Like the biggest like bales of straw that there is. There was like fucking 8 in a row, like twice, where we had to crawl over them. Which is like, I can do that. You just like try and like. That was rough. This is not easy. It's like 2 meters up. It's like, no. It was great.
With that said, should we do some more crawling around through tough terrain?
There'll probably not be any hay bales, but sure. But
we do need muddy holes. So
we do need a recap from someone.
I'll do it.
A lot of things have happened. It would be good to have a refresher for everyone because decisions still have to be made.
Yes, Haldemir, don't expect much. I will need people to help me, but here's the recap. Last time, we were just about to head off out of detritus. We had 3 days. There's a few things to do. So first of all, Azrael came up with the idea of perhaps using the scrap that we picked up from the previous ship battle wreckage where we met the other Vesk to create some sort of communicator for Mercantor that he can contact us that would work at the very least in the system and perhaps in the drift. So we managed to create one of those and a few local communicators like radios for his other people. And with that in hand, Azrael went to give that to him, but also kind of on a mission as well to ask him if some of his people would come with him. Initially, I think it was to actually get some of his like fighting people with him from some experience, but he kind of shot that down. So then the conversation turned to getting the weaker people, the people that can't fight. At least they'll be safe on our big ship. And Mercantor himself, he has a bit of respect for us, but his people have been through a lot, and they've heard a bunch of speeches from him. So our reception there wasn't great, and it seems that he has trouble trying to convince them of basically, it's hard to convince them through us. So he said he'll try his best. We decided to try and get to smuggle them at nighttime, might be easier. So some time passes. and we see that some of the Voyokan people at night are held up at the docks by the Vesk. And so Azrael goes up to the top of our ship, attempts to distract the guards by firing a decoy shot. The first one wasn't enough. Lorelia gave a hand by creating some electrical malfunction. That wasn't really enough either, so he tried again and got spotted. And so the jig was up. He went inside, told everyone, I fucked up. And then a few minutes pass, a few hours, I can't remember. The Vests come to our door. They're like, open up. And we're like, nope. So we bail. Azrael stays behind to try and get the people onto the Big Belly Bulwark, which is also there. However, with all this ordeal, Azrael fails to convince them. They're pretty scared. So Azrael himself, they don't know it's him specifically. He lays low, and then he uses the Big Belly Bulwark with our Vesk friend in tow to follow us on the way to Endeavor. In the meantime, we meet up with Zaslak. He has completed his mission. The thing he wanted to find was on a Vest ship. He attempted to be nice, and they weren't nice because he's a swarm ship, so he blew them up. And he got two things: the solar, mini atmosphere laser transformer that will basically clear some of the crap in the localized area, and something else which is really weird. Some weird alien device with materials we've never seen before. Lorelia and Zachariel tried to find out what it was before we got onto Endeavor, but no avail. On Endeavor, we reached where the Vesk were being held in the cage. They were not there. And with nothing else to do, we turned on the solar thing, cleared the air, and then the Gorons decided to come out to meet us and basically say the Vesk were safe as they promised, and they would take us to their village, which turned out to be this great, huge tree village where they lived. Their leader came out to meet us and talked to specifically Ya, because Ya's a Goran as well. It's quite important. A lot of the things were said here. Basically, she thanked us for doing it, and we told her we'd move it over the tree so it wouldn't die, and it's their village. That was cool. Then she told us that it would be enough to heal the planet because, in her words, even if the body of the planet was saved, the mind or the soul would not be. She's basically alluding to some presence or corruption on the planet that would eventually kill it anyway. So we're trying to inquire what the hell is that. She said that we would have to go on a journey to find it. And Ya would have the connection perhaps to lead the way there and know what to do with it. It would see whatever presence is too strong for the Gorons who had lived on Endeavor all their lives, and it turns them a bit mad. So Ya, with his absence of sorts, has a bit of a tolerance, it seems. However, the caveat there is that if we decide to destroy this presence, corruption, whatever, it will effectively kill the planet. And the Gorons want to stay, so it would kill them too. However, the planet would, in years and years and years, survive and flourish itself once again. So that's the dilemma there. I think that is mostly. We found out what the weird alien thing was that Zaklak also got. It's basically like a weapon or this tech that allows you to send specific things straight into the drift. So we were thinking of using that on the Dreadnought, but we were still talking about that. So anyway, we were left with this decision on whether to go on this journey, which could take up to a month, possibly max, maybe less if we're good at finding our way, or go somewhere else. I think that's it. I probably missed some stuff, but I'm sure that you can fill me in, Sheep.
I think you covered everything that was important.
All right, there you go, Halter.
It was certainly detailed. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That was great, Valky. Top
Thanks.
notch. Perfect. Yeah. I've been drinking iron brew, so I've got energy.
There you go.
It's pretty good.
Good.
Go back into it. Man, it's good. They do a sugar-free version called Iron Brew Extra. Anyway, this video is not sponsored by Iron Brew.
But if you want to, I mean, free
I mean,
energy.
yeah.
Everybody wants to reach
like,
out.
Yeah, I'll take an Iron Brew sponsorship any day.
This recap was sponsored by
Iron Brew Extra.
We just Sheep has to start like product placing in the world of the game.
Yep. Sheep, I will send you 50
fine.
assets. If you can just dot them around.
a potion of strength, aka iron brew extra.
Yeah.
Wait,
You
here's-
Yeah,
them.
no.
All
Token
get
change.
horribly decimated because the enemy had one, and you know it makes him just too good.
Here's token change. What has happened? Oh my god.
It's power
Ari,
armor.
Ari drew another drawing, which is amazing.
That happened like
Sweet.
last session. Oh wait, you.
He wasn't.
Okay, well, you know, guys, maybe I'll just leave. It's like,
No,
what do
no.
you mean? That happened
yeah.
midway. I was like, oh.
Wasn't there something about like other Gorons being kidnapped, and so they wanted to like get off the
Yes,
planet?
all
or
the
some
people
off the
actually
planet?
lived in the
So, like,
civilization.
Yeah.
Right. There
In
was
the
some of the
Aeson-
people being captured in the Aeson. Was it on Ace itself, or was it?
No, it was like
In
the
the
little
system.
bases, the little technology cities that they were dropping, like where we met Sazak.
Ah, right. Yeah. Okay.
They had those.
Yeah, they-
like,
As far as the Goran told you, basically the West came and picked up everyone and called it an evacuation.
uh-huh.
Except, they just took everyone and left. So interpret that as you will.
Right.
Where did they take them?
To the Goran factory, they taste too good.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
It's true.
You don't know what they
This
put in
video
their
is sponsored by
it's
Goran.
delicious, but
Goran bites. Get it at your local supermarket.
your cat would choose it too.
But yeah, our immediate thing to do now is to decide on what we're going to do. I have said this before in the chat, but I have no problem doing this right now. I think it's cool, and I have no issue with it. That's it, really. Like, there's nothing more else to say. I suppose Sheep. I mean, this is a stretch anyway, but all the talk that Shara had of the planet having some sort of connection to the planet. Lorelli is pretty up and coming with her mysticism knowledge. Can she do some sort of check to figure out in what way that could manifest itself? Like, what is that exactly? Or
Yeah, I think that would be a mysticism check.
okay, so we know what we're dealing with there before we decide. Okay, 15.
Well, I'll give you that much. It's not uncommon that the people who are very down to earth with their environment have feelings of being connected to it somehow, and sometimes that is in fact the case. It's how to phrase this without it sounding like, yeah, Druid used to be a class in Pathfinder. But yeah, the Druidic connection, there is proof that it exists in certain places.
Right.
Whether this is the case here or it's just hippies saying, oh, yeah, we are in tune with the world, that there's no way for Lorelli to tell. That
Alright.
said, just looking around, much of the city, much of the tree the city here is built on, seems to have naturally grown to support the buildings, which generally is a good sign that there is some sort of synergy between the plants and nature itself and the people here. So it's
Plausible.
likely plausible.
Yeah, and the way Shara was saying it basically was that Pia would go on this journey, and the journey would be kind of the way that he could figure out how to either utilize or like find this connection within himself, and then we find the place, and then we decide what to do.
Yeah, and the second part about that is also, she said, if you were to fly there with your spaceship, you would not find anything.
It's the journey that
It's the journey that matters. Yeah.
Spiritual journey.
we like kill all the things we meet with our high-powered weapons, and we go back, and she's like,
You were meant to kill them with your bare hands.
you're not supposed to
Or a stick found in the
go.
mud.
Just go.
So to go off of what you were saying, Balky, I agree, especially as a player. I think it's cool. Like seeing personal player backstories get some spotlight, and also that spotlight hasn't really been on Kia that much, so I'm down. I would like to do it, but present the Gorons the option to come onto the ship and fight for the future, or at least like get kids and stuff away, because I don't think we really have the right to decide to genocide a whole planet.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
a little-
genocide it.
Well, the planet will live, but everything on it will die.
Ask
So,
what right we have to do this.
I
I
think-
ask you what right we have not to.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna take the word of one woman who was out in the woods doing whatever while everyone else got kidnapped. Be like, oh, their only choices, just fucking blow everything up. No, lady.
Yeah, I agree. There's a certain
Yeah.
amount of traditional, like, we have this connection with the planet, and we'll go down with it or whatever.
Sure, yeah, go down with the
but-
ship. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Like-
But
The world has crazy things in it. At least to Zacriel's mind, there's no way to know if something's real without like going and checking it out. Because
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like there could be aliens who.
But it sounded
do
like
anything, like literally anything.
if it takes a month, we don't really.
The knowledge of what's real is entirely, like, almost impossible to have.
Well,
to a
the,
large
the
degree.
the estimate was, to clarify, from what I've heard, is about maybe a month at max, maybe.
At
It's
most.
it's not like, it's not a uniform. We have a month. It's depending on how we do it. But that was more of an estimate, I think, for us.
I mean,
Grand scheme of things, guys, a month is really not a long time when you're trying to free a solar system.
Hmm.
I
when
feel
we
like
make it there, I mean,
We
we
have to
can't
make a decision,
find it if we
Like-
are in a spaceship. But maybe the spaceship can come and like pick us up.
Oh, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I think that's what she
That's how
said. She
we
was
do
like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you'll get picked up when you
Yeah,
do
that's
it."
how
Yeah.
we survive, but
Yeah.
everything else still dies.
No,
But we'll
no,
go there
I'm
and
not-
see
do
what's
that.
up, right? We'll go there and
I'm
see
not
what's
really
up.
on board
And
with that.
If it's like a genocidal monster spider thing, then we'll just not do it.
And
we'll
then
sort
what?
of
We
learn
hang
a
out
lot
for
from the
another few
journey.
weeks while they evacuate, and then do what we have to do.
Then,
Like, yeah.
like, but that's the thing. Like, we,
No.
we
But we
don't
don't
have
have
to.
to do anything right now.
We don't have to make a choice. We can just go and check it out, and then
Yeah, There's no point getting ahead of ourselves.
what's up.
We still have to actually do the thing and go there.
it might be
So-
super
Then,
hard.
you
Maybe be
know-
like, oh god, let's not do this ever again.
We'll
and leave.
connect to whatever thing the records, and maybe they can help us.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but I
mhm.
think what Sarah's getting at is not that we shouldn't go. It's more to try and convince these people that
Yeah.
maybe killing themselves
the
is
ship.
the best thing to do. Yeah.
We're gonna like
Yeah, the ones we can fit
we're
here.
gonna have a few weeks. Like, get your affairs in order. Figure out if you want to come, and if you do, get on the ship so that we can just call it when we're done.
Yeah.
We'll,
then
we'll
leave.
figure it out when. I mean, like, we shouldn't do it now.
Well,
'Cause what if it's
well,
nothing? Then we did
well,
all.
the- but Malachi, the question is, what if it is something and we have no choice but to do it straight away? There's no
But-
warning they have.
Yeah.
Well,
She
but
said that the damn planet wasn't
Mm.
dying right now. It would take a long time, but she said
Yeah,
that
we
maybe
have-
I
we
would
have-
only be able to go there once.
well, because
Yeah.
the journey, either you've finished your journey or you haven't. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
so
have
what-
your connection. You'll
another
have your connection
one.
by then.
And you guys follow, and I just can't. And
I
you
don't think
ignore
it's like
them.
find the magic button and then either press it or not, and then it disappears if you don't. Like, I don't like that would be. I mean, maybe. I mean, again, who knows, right? But sometimes we can't know, and we just got to go with the flow. And Sakura believes that if we're good people and we act in good faith,
Oh my god.
then
Let's
No.
just
then
go.
we will find a way
Let's go.
through adversity
Yeah.
with one another and using each other's strengths to bolster one another's weaknesses.
Can you roll a diplomacy, Manikai?
Yes,
I'm not assisting you on this.
always something I can do for you. Just
Mm,
not particularly
All
good, but
right.
you know what? Yeah,
Wow.
you know, it's yeah.
she says let's just go.
It's not so much that Zachary was very convincing, it's that Lorelia wants him to stop talking.
Yeah.
It's okay. You already know my
Oh.
best material. It's all in the archive.
No.
Oh no.
I know everything you will and ever will say.
That's why she's like, no, not this bit.
That's
Gets
work.
better.
Rehashing the same script.
Yeah, he gets better at his speech giving.
Like in Mad Libs.
Alright.
All
So-
right.
Going on a big journey, I'm assuming a lot of prep needs to be done. Cheap.
The first prep I have to do is restart the server because I'm getting errors.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Save the token.
But
Goodbye,
Yes.
everybody. It was-
good,
I-
good session. Love you all.
We'll go on a journey. We'll discover who we are, and then we'll come back and probably then have to make a decision of where to go.
I won't ask you to keep track of every little thing like food and water. It is assumed that there's sci-fi stuff and Aeon stones and whatnot that trivialize that anyways. But
Yes.
one relatively important thing is batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are going to be relevant, especially since power armor is in play. If it takes a month to get somewhere, you can assume you won't be able to carry enough batteries to make power armor last 24/7 permanently.
Guys, we should not go.
yeah, you know, maybe it's just.
I don't have any non-power armor.
Well, you see, that's the thing with power armor.
No, it lasts an hour per usage though, so
No,
A
it
battery
doesn't,
will-
didn't it? It was like 24.
No, it's an hour per battery,
Oh,
pretty
per
much.
battery. I don't know.
It's an hour per battery.
But
Sure.
it's not the same as Jack
like-
Yes, because that was crazy.
well, that didn't last any time.
Yeah.
That's the check and balance for power armor. You're incredibly powerful, but you can only do it for a bit. Otherwise, you just be overpowered.
Or you become like XK and don't need power armor.
Yeah.
You can take my armor if you want, Manikai. I don't actually get that much of a bonus from it. And if your dexterity modifier is not crazy high, then you should be fine. And it's light, so you can still get into your power armor if you decide to.
Yeah, but think about power. You can't carry it if you're not wearing it because it has like a million
Yeah.
bulk.
Well,
It's super heavy.
regardless, you can have mine if you want it.
I mean, it says
Yeah, on that topic,
usage 1 per hour, so 1 is 1 charge of a battery.
Yeah, 1 charge per hour, right?
Yeah.
on that topic, I wasn't done talking quite yet. Don't panic,
So shut up. Don't
because
panic.
something I've maybe not stated at the start of the campaign, but sort of implied is that batteries are trivial to get because I'm not a huge fan of making you track ammo because it never works anyways, even though I see I think it could be interesting. But batteries also don't have a bulk. So in theory, you can transport an infinite amount of them, which is also a bit silly. I would say that you can transport your power armor. You can maybe like fetch a lorry or something. Let's not make that a huge issue. But you cannot permanently wear it. That's the main thing. If you are ambushed, you can assume that you're not in power armor. If you know you're getting into trouble, you can assume that you are in power armor. That would be my suggestion.
I think it's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that's really fair.
Yeah, Manika, you're right. It is 1 per
It
hour.
is, it is an hour per charge,
20
which is why I've been using it every time because it's like a battery per day,
Right.
which is
Sure.
We still don't have 30 batteries, though.
I mean, we probably do.
No, we don't.
Like
Unless
a
you want to
giant
buy
spaceship.
30. No, I don't think you can win it
Where
that
the
way.
Gorons aren't selling them.
They do cost money. They don't weigh anything, but they do cost a certain amount. We
Yeah.
can't just waive that, especially if we're buying 30 of them.
They're rechargeable.
But how
Yeah,
are you
but
going to recharge them on the way?
on the pile.
Off what?
I mean, I get it what she was doing, but I will say I do think we have 30 batteries on the ship. I'd be very surprised if we didn't, just for ammo purposes.
Well, how about Sheep answers that then?
Wait, I already have map tools installed. Stop! No.
Must
Go.
install map tools.
I mean,
Please install map tools. Yeah.
give me a few seconds to think about this.
Yeah.
Just I could understand the brawler armor that uses a charge per minute, which is just
Mhm.
way too much than you could ever do. I don't know what does a battery cost. What's the actual value of the thing?
Not very much.
Not much.
Depends on the capacity you're buying.
Just 20. It uses 20 charges, so I think it's the basic one.
60
like-
credits.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Okay.
When you're buying 30 of them, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I
It is
think
a
I
lot.
already have
9
plenty of
grand.
batteries.
Yeah.
I have been picking them up. I haven't counted them since they were relevant.
Alright, you certainly currently don't own 30 batteries, so it would be okay with you spending some money to get some extras. But however, I want to heavily suggest that you're at least not sleeping with power armor on.
No, I don't.
No.
Okay. That's
Hence
fair.
why-
So,
Like 20 hours would be more than a day if you don't.
yeah, 16 charges a day, 8 hours of rest and miscellaneous activity. So one battery would last you a little over a day. Let's assume that you always have like 10 batteries at hand, considering all the weapons and such you picked up. That seems like a realistic amount. So if you want to, never have to worry about not having your power armor on and active while walking around, you would have to buy an additional 20, which would be 240 credits.
Sorry,
20.
I'm literally.
That'd be 20. That'd be 20.
It-
Or
There's 60 credits though, Sheep. That's like 1,200 by 20.
It's a lot more.
Sorry, yes, math.
Guys,
20
actually-
times 60.
It's 1,200.
yeah,
Also,
yeah.
the server's backup.
I will get out of power armor. That's fine. If you wanna go in, Malachi.
What?
I'll like we can probably support your like one power armor. Just not,
No, yours is more important than mine. It's just I don't have anything else to wear. Like
yeah,
I have
but
to
I
sell my
have armor.
clothes
So and
to
you
afford
don't.
it.
Azra will take off his graphite carbon skin and give it to you. And if you decide to go in your power armor, you can just give it back.
It's all right. I'll
No,
I'll find out
it
what to do.
actually somewhat hampers my dexterity modifier. So I won't lose as much as you gain. So just take
So what's the armor bonus of it?
it. It's a level 3 item,
3
KAC plus
EAC.
4,
Yeah.
and 3 EAC and 4 KAC. Max dex bonus 4. Armor check penalty -1.
Okay. 3 EAC. And how much KC? 4? 5?
4.
4. Minus.
Yeah, to summarize my decision here, so it's clear. Either it is assumed that traveling in your power armor and transporting it is not an issue, but you will not have it if you're ambushed during the day and not during the night. Or you pay extra for 20 batteries, which is 1,200 credits, and then you can even be assumed to be wearing it if you get ambushed during the day.
I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, I don't either.
I had to
So-
buy it. It took like more. I owe money at the moment, so there's no question about that. I don't have the option.
So Malachi, just tell me, just announce
I mean,
if
the
you're
thing is,
wearing your
no,
power
just
armor,
you know what?
and I'll.
Just keep it. It says here it takes a full action to put it on power armor, so it's just skipping the first action of combat to put it on.
Okay, sure.
Heavy armor takes for goddamn ever, but at least power armor helps you. I think I'll just be like vulnerable for the first round. And
First
then,
round.
yeah,
Okay, sure.
skip a round basically every combat.
So, are we going in power armor or not?
I'm not
I'm-
wearing it because I don't have the money for that. But I'll have it like around so that I can put it on when combat begins.
Got it on a cart.
No.
Well, if,
Yeah, like a
but-
little hover cart. Actually, that's a good point. You've got the big-bellied bulwark here. For as a merchant who's well prepared, he actually has a little hover forklift.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be perfect.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
he will offer it for us as a complimentary gift.
Because then I don't have
For
to
the
remake
second
all my
life saving.
macros.
that
Imperial
was another
coffers here,
decision we needed
minus
to
400.
make, by the way.
Hmm.
Sorry, Haldemir, something I forgot is that Ferger offered to become a partner of us. Basically, he like a business partner, he does stuff for us, but he also gets, I think it was 5% of what we get in terms of just loot, money wise at least. I'm fine with
Cool.
doing it, but yeah,
Yeah,
just
no
so you know.
problem with that.
Yeah, it's not going to be very much at the beginning, but it'll increase as we go. I don't know. I think he's too valuable of an asset. We don't really have a choice.
No, that's fine. I just want to
Yeah.
make sure Haldemir knows, so he's not what later on.
Hmm.
Because I need to start tracking that if it's a thing.
If you
So.
find 100 credits, it'll be 5 credit.
Yeah.
Effective.
Just a 5% for guard tax.
Yep, I'll keep that in mind.
That's on profits, not on net income.
Mhm.
Cool.
All right, is that then the organization out of the way? Yeah, in terms of other prep, if there's anything you want to buy for this trip that your hospital might have available, that is possible. Like it has medicinals mostly, obviously. Those can be purchased for it. The Gorons, however, have only a very limited selection. Pretty much no technological items whatsoever. So I wouldn't even know what it is they might have that could help you.
I have no money. But med packs would be a good idea, I think, because you're not going to be able to necessarily sleep safely
They have like
for
hunting traps or something, or like, I don't know.
Are there repair kits for, you know, my not so meaty flesh? You know?
I don't think
I don't think there is.
I don't think there's a med kit for robots that
No.
makes this.
I don't think it says
Certainly no one the
humanoid
druids would
anyway.
you
have.
might be able to improvise one from just like ship repair supplies.
Yeah, maybe.
No, take
I-
a grenade.
take a grenade. I don't think it says anything about humanoid, so he will take normal healing from it anyway, I believe.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying
The
to
serums,
duplicate.
yeah, they're fine, I think.
Yeah, I think
Because
they
it's
will.
just restores hit points. Oh wait, no, it says when administered to a living creature. So that, yeah, it does half it.
Well, don't you count as a living creature sometimes?
I am a living creature. It's when it's humanoid that
Oh,
it
only
doesn't.
humanoid. Oh, that's fine then,
That
I
it's
guess.
like, oh yeah, you can't. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Actually, I have a button for it. Where am I? There I am. Oh, actually, is it in there? I don't know if it is. Nope, it's not in there. So it's just on my race. That's fine. Come on, load. Damn it. Okay. Robotic.
SROs count as living creatures for the purposes of magic healing effects that work on living creatures, though the number of hit points restored in such cases is halved. So it's on living creatures is the
Okay.
designation.
Alright, so living creatures and serums target living creatures?
Restores hit points when administered to a living creature. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And medkits? Because I think
Good
just
question.
I think that just
I
gives
think
you
that
a
just
bonus.
restores. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me see.
So I think your healing will be
Yeah, like my
Your
my
Medicaid.
daily healing and my medkit, I think that's fine. Just
Yeah.
my spell healing and serums are half, but that's fine.
That's fine.
Just double check. Probably not. No, yeah, the medicine skill long-term care is provide long-term care to a living wounded creature. So that would be halved as well. To be fair though, with all your immunities, I guess
I'll probably be okay, but how
Yeah.
much money did we get again? Because I don't know if I wrote it down. What was the last split?
I'll find it up
There's
here.
like
I
1,000
wrote
or
it.
something on it?
It's 900 something. I'll check it.
No,
Don't
no.
worry.
It was like 963, I think, or something like that.
I'll say 950 just as a round, and then I'll buy a bunch of healing serums
Uh,
myself.
It's very recent. Hold on. 963. Alderman.
963. Cool.
All right. While all this rules talk is being done, you can assume that well, not rule talks in the actual game world, as it were, but preparations and such. The Gorons seem to be prepping the Zenithans that will be your guides for this journey, with just looks like rations or something. You know, checking their harnesses and all that stuff. Which they probably don't actually need, as they are, you know, actually animals, I guess. But they do seem to appreciate the care that the Gorons are putting into this. There's a bit of an air of worry around the whole preparation stage, especially Shara is overseeing seemingly everything with a little too much attention, perhaps. Too much obvious worry about this. But there's also a bit of excitement, perhaps, especially from her. You have pretty much as much time as you need and want to take here. While your hospital ship can't land anywhere close by, you can make frequent trips to it using either the Big Bellied Bulwark or even as Lasak's old shuttle, which was still around here.
Good.
And get whatever you need. And whenever you are ready to head out, then you may do so. Of course, if you have any questions towards anyone, those can still be answered.
Lorelei would like to ask about what kind of creatures like they've encountered here other than the swarm. That could be dangerous.
Shara will answer saying, Endeavor is full of predators and prey alike. To list all the creatures that could be dangerous during your journeys would be difficult. However, at least here in the vicinity, in the forest, I do not think, have to worry about much. The Zenithans, while unable to communicate effectively with you, will lead you past the dangers that exist here. What, however, lies beyond the forest, I could not say. I've heard other Gorons, before they succumbed to madness, telling of many strange things. Fleshy deserts full of insects and worse, let alone the spore-filled air that drives us insane. Suffice to say that once you come to the edge of the forest, I would highly advise keeping your helmets on, your filters, whatever it is your space armor has in it.
She nods and says, "Thank you."
So Malachi doesn't have an armor.
He's just gonna take a round at the start of combat to Get in it.
No, but they're talking about filters that like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can sort that out.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, right.
like
Life
control.
bubble.
Lorelei
Life
will
bubble.
cast Life Bubble before they leave.
Yeah. You
Can
know,
it be up
just
pretty much always?
It is 1 day per level, so 6 days. So
cool.
actually, she will cast it like I don't know the day before they leave.
Mm.
Already.
Yeah. So I'll pop it here just so you can refresh yourselves on what it does.
Makes you be in a
So-
vacuum suit, basically.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was just
That's great.
thinking that would have been a sucky thing.
Yeah. No, that
Yeah,
was a good thing to
thank
point
you.
out. I had almost forgotten. Thank you.
Mm,
Just need to remind
Immune
myself
to
to refresh that.
gases and vapors, inhaled diseases and poisons. Yeah. Okay.
It's not radiation.
No, it's basically armor except the radiation part, I guess, in terms of environmental.
Yeah.
Well, even then, yeah. Before we leave, Sheep, I'm looking at this allies thing. It says you can ask the friendlies of people that we know to do stuff without loyalty.
Yeah.
Could I ask Sobuk to deliver a message for me on Detritus, or basically just deliver like a package?
That's simple enough that he can do that.
Yeah, I basically just give him like a pin of the warehouse and be like, "Don't go in or whatever. Just leave this there." And yeah, I'll give him like a data pad inside an envelope that has like an asterisk or something on it, and then I'll send a message to Mercanther, basically saying it in vagaries in case it gets intercepted, but something along the lines of I've found a solution to your greatest or your biggest issue, and we'll be addressing it in roughly the time frame we discussed, or something like that. More details to come.
Okay.
I'll just send you a message so I'm not taking up all the time on what it is. But basically, long story short, it's just filling him in on the like drift bomb thing we found.
Then it does mean that you're asking Forga to deliver a datapad with very sensitive information into an area where you're not allowed to go. That does elevate it from not being an issue to being somewhat of an issue.
Okay.
I'll be fine. He said a month. We'll get back to him in good time anyway.
I'll get back to you on this. Yeah, not really something the rest of the group's into, so figure it out later.
All right. You did give Macantha the communication device. Would be
Yeah.
plausible to tell him things via that.
Yeah, I will send him a message, but I'm not feeling great right now, so my brain for figuring out double speak is not great right now. But yeah, basically saying to him that there's been no, I'll message you later. It's fine, but I just want to say that I sent him something now.
Sure. That you can do. Is there anything else you want to get done before heading out into this adventure?
I think I'm good.
I mean, we have some way to contact the big ship, right? So if we get real bad, we can always bail.
Yes.
I have it like drop off medical supplies or something.
Oh, and I suppose we'd orchestrate moving the the cleared air over to the village here. I don't know if we did
Yes.
that last time, but
I think
Yeah, you handle that.
yeah, I think we're just good to go unless anyone has anything.
I'm good.
All right, you're good to go. And then heading off, you shall do. Taking the elevator down from the tree back to the forest floor, squishing beneath your feet as the trip will take quite a while. Something worth keeping in mind, something you will either be told or realize, is that if you do take a month, you will have to contend with quite a bit of water at some point during your journey. That is something that cannot quite be avoided, and might also be part of the reason for the journey, to really experience Endeavor as it is, water and all.
Right.
That is worth saying, however, your armor generally has no issue protecting you from a bit of water. Of course, the bit of water is maybe the least of the worries there.
It's
I mean,
what
we
lives
did
in it.
okay back on detritus, and that certainly had more than a bit of water.
Oh yeah. And then you can set off the three Zenithans, the medium-sized raptors, sort of chattering between each other in squawking voices, not exactly speech, but a sort of communication. Before two of them spread out, one of them staying with you and making it very clear that it is time to go. Sort of nudging their head towards a specific direction, and they are ready to go. And if you are too, then it is time to stomp into the forest. Or what remains of it, anyways. The tree that is the home for the Goran city, definitely one of the healthiest ones. Most others, not so lucky. In many different places, you can see the remains of tree trunks, really. Not splintered and snapped off, as you would expect when a tree falls, but more like squished, as if it was just sponge-like almost. As if the entire tree just suddenly lost all integrity and just started drooping. The sounds, as I've explained multiple times before, you don't hear the rustling of the leaves really as the wind passes through them. It's a bit of an eerie silence. There's certainly leaves around, but they seem heavy with moisture to the point where they don't really make a sound, other than occasionally a wet splash as they fall off the trees without really giving any resistance to the wind, and then splat as if they were just entirely water. As if the trees around you, the plants are melting slowly.
Ew.
The way this is going to work is, while the Zenithans are guiding you, I will still require you to roll survival checks and such. Mostly due to the fact that the Zenithans don't seem to pay your limitations too much mind. And by that I mean, you quickly realize that these guys don't just walk across the forest floor, they walk across everything. They walk vertically up trees without any difficulty whatsoever, as if the definition of down doesn't really apply to them.
Alright.
Which does mean that you occasionally lose track of your little guide as he takes a route that you cannot possibly take. Walking up a tree, like upside down, below a large branch to cross an obstacle. So the risk that you lose them and lose your way is there. They will effectively give you a bonus to your survival checks as they are around and try to help. However, you will still have to do a majority of the work.
All right. What's the bonus?
There.
They will give you a +2 for each of them, meaning currently a +6.
Okay. Can anyone help me with the survival check?
So
I
this is
can assist.
Alright.
great.
DC 10. I will not fail it. So.
Oh, okay. So that'll be an 8 then. 33.
Oh yeah, 33 is no issue. While you don't know your exact destination, Lorelia and friends, you have no problem keeping straight and not getting turned around, which is a very, very real danger. The visibility isn't great. You've got this thick fog everywhere, wetness in the air, as well as just substances you can't really identify that clearly aren't water. A mist, perhaps not smoke. Or what is the word?
Smog.
Yeah, smog in a sense. That works.
Fog.
Yeah, fog is more water. This is like little flecks of something, of dying plants and such. And so you head off. Initially, the travel, the first few days really, I won't ask for a survival check every single day, as that would be a lot of checks, but every second day.
Okay.
The first 2 days pass without too much trouble. You have traveled through the forest here a bit before, although at this point, you've traveled a distance that you haven't before. The forest not changing much, but there's a slight, perhaps, change to things as you are entering an area of forest that has more ground to walk in a sense, less roots and plants, and more flatness to it, really. I would like a. I think life science would be more appropriate than survival here.
Life science?
Take
Yeah.
a +2, yeah.
Well, no, dude, I have 10.
Yeah,
But
do it. Do it. It's your place.
Yeah, it's for
You
sure
got
your
this.
place.
You
Yeah.
got this.
It's my. Oh,
Lorelei believes in you. See?
I will.
Yay!
22.
22 is still pretty good.
Yeah.
22 is pretty great. Better than I
Haya
could do.
gets the clear feeling that this flatness of the forest floor, the lack of obstacles really, isn't entirely natural, although it is. These aren't so
It's
much
a river, isn't it?
clear areas of the forest, but more almost trails or territories, perhaps, that have been intentionally kept clear by whatever lives in these places. Presumably fairly large creatures, in fact. However, she also notices or knows that the Zenithans, at least, don't seem to be bothered by this at all. Presumably, they know their way around here, and presumably, whatever larger creatures live here, not an issue at all.
For them.
For them, at least.
Yeah, alright. This area has been cleared by local, well, animals. I'm not sure what, but our friends here don't seem to feel it's an issue. But we might want to be a little extra careful here.
Lorelia nods and says, that is a wise idea.
Could also give me a perception.
I could, yeah. Is it Yao specifically, or?
All of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this to search for something? Can I use the scanner?
You're not really actively searching for something. It's more like looking around.
Sure.
Unless you're permanently using a scanner, I would say no.
I think Azrael is sort of hanging out to the back. This is not his turf and whatnot, so he's here to support. So I think he would just be maybe staying quiet and just being the lookout for the group.
What is
It's
with the
been
bow?
so long, I can't even remember if I have. Oh, I have an alright perception. Let me try.
You got robot.
Boop.
Can't remember if you can perceive.
Man, it's been so long since
To
I've played.
be
I just.
or not to be.
Don't you love the soldier? You're like, yeah, this is an okay skill, and you have a +5, and other people have like +14 or something.
That's what I mean.
Did
He's
you-
like, eh.
And you know that's not his wisdom modifier too, right?
Yeah, I'll roll. Fine.
Technically, I could have beaten the 24, so I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, Lorelia, looking around, notices that the apparent flatness of the terrain, almost making it look like you are just in a building where you have a flat floor and then the canopy up above doing some sort of roof, giving the entire area a very roomy feel, mostly comes from the fact that anything that isn't a massive tree seems to have been cut down. Like shrubs and smaller trees just at the trunk at some point in the past. And looking at it closer, it almost looks like that was done by like laser wood saws or something incredibly precise. You occasionally, among the debris that the forest throws at the ground, leaves and such, find the remains of a tree trunk, but really sheared, cut by a very, very precise cut.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Whatever this predator has, it has sharp something. And large. We best be wary.
Is this like a time for another life science to see if we can recognize it, or
You could roll me another one, sure.
Do it.
will the really assist me?
Always.
Yeah, I really don't know.
All right, this. You know what he says? He says, "All right, whatever this is, it's trouble."
I agree.
Just be on guard and keep moving.
Lorelia will keep an eye up at the trees.
Yeah. Let's be clear here. We're looking up to all the sides and down. Are you gonna?
We're looking into the drift as well, just in case. No.
You do notice your Zenithan guide, one of the three, the other two out and about, presumably doing their scouting or whatever. Sort of looking over his shoulder, like squawking at you quietly. You could give me a survival check to interpret.
Sure.
Just all you guys.
20?
It certainly didn't sound like a squawk of "Oh God, be alarmed," but more like a, whatever.
Okay. Let's just keep going and stay quiet then.
Yeah.
Quicker we're out, the less time we have to see one of these things.
But of course, as it happens, despite your Zenithan guide initially being very unconcerned with the situation as a whole, that very quickly changes as you can feel the ground shake a little bit. The little Zenithan stopping, looking one way, giving a louder squawk, which is returned by an insistent sounding one some distance away, followed by, well, you can see quite far here in the flat terrain, 4 figures charging at you, large and easily spotted through the trees as they are a bright pink.
Ooh. Alright.
Time for power armor.
You definitely have enough time to react.
Yeah. Jump right in.
It's
Where
a
are these
borderline.
pink
It's a-
beauties?
It's a borderline stampede as they rush towards you. The surprise on the Zenithan face is obvious. One of them is.
There's like okay.
Are they
Four.
traveling like in like a line, like widthwise, and then moving towards us? Or are they in like a length line, like one at a time, like behind each other?
They are in a big bunch, really.
But there was only 4 of them, right?
There's 4 of them, yeah.
Okay, now we see that they're like giant. It's like 4 XKs. Space boss. Just sorry, no offense. It's just
This is
Or
my final
elephants.
form.
I mean, you're not entirely off. They are large creatures charging at you.
look at that.
Oh no, they're
It's
like giant tyrannosauruses with arms.
They solved the arm problem. They grew blades.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, they have
Dope.
mini arms.
That-
Oh,
Awesome.
that looks really cool.
Maybe I will keep them away from me.
Hmm.
Are they the ones who've cut everything down though? Why would they do that?
Well, they're beasts. I mean, who knows?
Look at that. They have scythe claws. You see those?
Sure, but what's the benefit to them?
Well,
They
like
have open
running.
ground to run on. They're rampaging everywhere, like Stampede.
Yes.
See, our little Sinethan guys like to core on the trees. Where are they going to go now?
Well, they're going to go behind us. We got to stop.
So
Oh.
say, but is it
I would probably suggest we split out because
Yeah.
we don't want to be trampled. If their plan is to run over everyone, then
Yeah, as they charge at you, you could also give me another perception check.
Sure.
we'll do.
Yes, we will go into initiative, yeah.
Wait, where are we?
Just
Oh,
roll
there
it.
we are. Initiative. Oh, wow, shit. All right,
Right.
flexing there. Jeez. All right, don't need to roll it. Jesus.
Whoa!
Wow.
How did you get?
Insane. That's like a nat 20, I'd say,
Right.
right?
Roll, no, it's two
19.
19s. Yeah,
Wow.
roll the 19 on perception and initiative.
Nice.
Let's see. Ezreal notices that these creatures seem to be covered in almost chunks made out of the fog or mist that is around you, sticking to them in large clumps.
The
Hmm.
Oh, weird. Can I try and like? Is this natural? Can I use my Xenoseeker knowledge?
I would let you do that
To
as
identify.
a move action.
Okay, I'll do it on another round. I don't need move actions.
Also, suffice to say, doesn't really need a perception check, but these guys seem mad, like maddened to the point of just, seeing you and deciding you shouldn't be here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can we tell us Ethan friends to just get the hell getting safe?
Run, Ethan.
Yeah.
Are these the guys
Yeah.
that you said that we could have as a pet?
Yes.
No, the
There's
Zenithans,
Zenithans?
not the big guys.
Not the space
yeah, there's
raptors.
an
Oh,
Ethans.
I wish.
Yeah, the
The space
Zenithans
raptors.
are albino cave raptor.
I want one. Seems like a good pet for XK.
Like mounts generally.
No,
Giant
it's a
robot.
pet. He carries it.
It's
Come
on his
on.
shoulder.
What?
He's
He
the
cuddles it.
I would look high. I would look glorious on top of a space pink raptor.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Ezreal, your turn.
Spirit.
Azrael will move forward, taking out his new electricity cannon that he fixed up. Actually, no, I kind of need SK to be in front of me before they charge.
Sorry.
Yeah.
How is visibility here?
Visibility is pretty okay.
Okay.
I assume you're going to be charging in there, right?
I mean, I'm probably gonna stand still and be the turret that I am as a heavy weapons user.
XK.
Sorry? What?
Are you going to be rushing in there?
Oh, God, yeah.
Cool. Then I can
Practically
afford
gonna... Oh, well, I don't have that much movement speed, mate.
to. Can you charge?
I can, but I only have 50 charge because I moved 25. Because
Right.
I have heavy armor.
That would still get in front of me.
I have to
Yeah, but
finish adjacent to them in a charge.
Yeah, you have to like actually get up to someone with a charge. You can't just charge.
Yep.
You can
Oh,
run,
okay.
but that's like straight
Oh,
line and
yeah.
also won't get
Yeah.
anything out of it.
Okay. Never mind. All right. You know what? I'll just use for the first round. Sorry, I'm just looking at my new gun. Nope, that doesn't have the right range. I'll take out the cannon and use get him for my move action on this guy. So everyone will get a +1 to attack him. And then I'll ready to fire my gun when they're within 40 feet of me. When they're within range.
Okay, yeah, visibility is such that you don't need to worry about it much if it's within 60. Beyond that, it is concealment. The
Right.
fog and mist is visible and noticeable, but it's not as crazy as it was when you were here while it was also raining heavily.
Right.
For those of us that have the dust goggles, it's a bit easier to see in this, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they would work.
It's 10% less
so.
concealment, so we still have. Is it 20% normal concealment for?
Yeah. So we'd
yeah.
only take 10%.
10%, yeah. Doesn't negate it, but it's still good.
That's nice. Cuts it in half. That's
Yeah.
pretty great.
Yeah, this guy will book it this way.
Let's run.
Get in position. Higher.
Crickets.
Harry, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, I was busy
Yeah.
sniffing over my own theme song. I just. You know.
Same for higher. If you want to try to figure out more about these creatures, that would be a move action. And considering that this is sort of Haya's thing, perhaps at some point he has fought these in a past life. This would be another thing where you can get a +5 on it.
And a life science?
Yes,
I mean,
as
as
a move
they're
action.
sure they're out of range. I can't do anything anyway. I might as well do that. So is it a +5?
Yep.
Wham!
Okay, you have a slight inspiration, slight instinct, what to watch out for in these guys.
They bite.
Generally, you remember them to be fairly tranquil creatures, actually, that feed themselves by finding a tree where a lot of things are hiding in, and just cutting it down with their claws, and then just eating it like a big lollipop.
Aw, I want one.
Adorable.
You would know that they are definitely magical creatures, heavily resistant to electricity and sonic, as those are the elements they themselves use. Their claws go through most materials like butter. They vibrate at such a frequency that they are basically laser cutters.
All right. I mean, that is great information. I am gonna attune to.
Yeah, retreats.
And they also can channel the energy they use for their claws in a breath attack.
Ooh, these are
Interesting.
cool.
I will pass on all this information.
Oh, want one.
Right?
Well, let's not die first.
Then we can tame them later.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, attuning is not really even an action. Can I ready an action to hit them when they're in range?
You can, yeah. But it does mean that your initiative will move if you do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh.
You could move a little bit forward. Just be like in the way.
Yeah, maybe,
Of all our
or
other
like to the
squishies.
side so they can
You
like.
said
not-
it It doesn't really mean anything because when you do that, you are still go before them, even with your initiative drop down. So it just means that you'd be, lower
Yeah,
than
but
XK.
for all other turns.
It doesn't.
I'll spread out. I'll go over here. Defend
Ooh,
our
there's a
new
fourth
friend.
one.
Look at me. This is so confusing because the squares tell me that that's one, and then I move and it's not. My brain is. And I will attune to get sonic resistance, which I will have to look which one that is. I think it's dark.
Yeah, it's graviton.
Graviton.
Yes, graviton. Thank you.
Yeah, this map has lines because it's one I used for 13th Age at some point.
Oh wait.
Oh
Sort of-
yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
You fought a
Is
big
this where you guys killed the Wilderhead?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah,
XK.
nice memory there. Alright, I'll come over here.
I
Here?
completely ripped off that campaign, so I paid a lot of
I'm
attention.
gonna go here and ready in action to smack a bitch if it comes near.
Alright.
With me magma blade. Magma.
And something comes charging at you for certain. How does charging actually work? I've never done that. Charge.
You charge, you take -2, but gain a plus. No, you take
No,
a,
that's Pathfinder. It's
Yeah.
just penalties.
it's just penalties
Yeah.
for charging.
Unless you have
Double,
like a feature.
double move and attack, but -2 penalty to attack roll and AC.
It has to
Yeah.
be a straight line as well.
Nothing
Yeah.
way.
He'll do that.
Alright.
Charge and attack you.
That will trigger my readied action. So
Sure.
I will use Harry and cover on XK31. I have a +1 from Get 'em.
Those bushes they're hiding behind, is that cover or?
The squares are complete. They're basically walls.
Okay.
Alright, as my magma blade is opportunistic, it gets +2. And then a +4.
So you have +5 because that's the same guy I used Get 'em on. So you have +7.
okay, so
It's not an opportunity attack though. You're taking a readied action.
oh yeah, okay. That makes everything so much easier even. So I just have a macro for Azrael's bonuses. 28 for 15.
28 slices this creature no problem as it charges at you. They don't seem particularly worried about their own health.
Whoa.
Charging. Well, why did you move?
I didn't mean to.
Come back.
Goes
You're
there?
here. Here.
There? Okay.
There you go.
They charge at you, and up close you can see that they seem completely covered in this. Well, in these growths, really, like clumps of plant matter sticking to them that they can't reach with their tiny arms. As this guy will swipe at you. Luckily, you don't count as an object, I believe. Do you?
Don't think so, no.
Okay. Hits you for 12 sonic damage.
29. Can't save you from that, mate.
Mm-mm. Why? I'm waiting for better armor.
29 versus EAC. Has no armor. It's going to save you from that.
No.
This guy.
Oh my god, and it's not a crit apparently. That's nuts.
Enemies
says,
hit very well.
Not very fast. Can't make it. We'll go here. This guy will double move this way. Zachriel.
Yeah, I mean, just gonna do what we do. I could begin throwing around like smoke grenades. What do you guys think about that? I mean, thing is, we're gonna get this concealment stuff from them too.
Yeah. Well, the dust goggle people will benefit from that. I mean, it's if we can give concealment, if we can make them suffer from concealment as well, that's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I don't get anything from. I think I don't have got dust goggles on.
It's 20% mischance,
So-
and then
so
they have to do like
you
save
do it over
to
an
not
XK
cough
who
and-
is already
Yeah.
touching them. You know.
If you do a smoke cloud that includes XK and gets the others, he doesn't care if they start coughing. I think
it's either that or try to freeze those two.
I'd go with the smoke grenade.
I don't care about
I believe they're
breathing.
20. So
breathing. Is for puny living things.
let's see how I can angle it to get the most out of it.
It's a 20 radius, so it's pretty
Like
big.
this, maybe.
Smashingly huge.
Give
Gonna blow
XK,
us
but
up.
not the enemy, you know.
Are you throwing it on
not a
us?
hunter.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that
on
would be
us?
the idea, right? No?
No. You want them in there.
no,
We'll choke and cough if
Yeah.
you
we
do
have
it.
armor and stuff. We have like a life
No.
bubble, right?
Actually, that's a good point, I guess.
Yeah.
But I can't see anything, so I can't cast anything.
Yeah.
You can
I
see
think they're
Fleet
not-
just has
They're
concealment.
not wearing armor, so if you do it on them, they will start coughing.
Yeah,
and
if
that
I
could make
cast
them skip
something that
turns.
doesn't have an attack roll and a save, I can't if they have
Yeah.
concealment. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Why do I get
No.
emails about myself going live? What?
Maybe I should just use maybe I should just do some damage to them. I feel like that's a
If you
safe
do it
bet.
on them, they could skip turns, and that's great. Just
Oh, how far can I throw these damn things? My strength modifier, feet plus 20, so that's 25 feet. I have. Can always move, so we can basically head anywhere here. Put one down from
Where?
there. Like there. Let's aim it there.
that's pretty good.
See if we can make him cough. So, to do that, I will need to move over here. I believe. And then I will do attack roll against the ground.
AC
To hit.
5, no issue.
And then there's a smoke grenade that throws there and begins poofing out smoke everywhere. Yeah. And now anyone who inhales smoke must do a fortitude save. Easy 15 plus 1 per previous check, or spend a round choking and coughing
There you go.
if they don't have any
Okay.
contact protection.
They don't, as it turns out.
What
If
did
they
I
had
say?
good protection, they wouldn't be corrupted like this.
I have a lot of these smoke grenades still, so let's go find something I can use them in.
I thought you.
Did
had
you add 2 more to your character sheet? So,
Not yet, but I'll do it now.
but yeah.
This guy will, get out of the clump of people.
It's a great idea.
Mhm.
I will double move here. Stomping for the frost ground. Lorelia, you're missing stamina? Oh no, your health bar is just weird.
Oh, okay. Did I do that or?
If you manually change your stamina in your properties, the health bars don't update unless you heal yourself
I don't have.
with the macro. Don't
Oh,
worry
right.
about it.
Okay. Does the Zenithia look like he's running away, or is he doing something specific?
No, he seems to be flanking.
God damn it! That thing's gonna go right.
Gonna get killed.
Yeah. Right. Lorelai's gonna cast command on this guy.
Okay.
GC 14 will save. Okay.
15.
Oh,
That's her.
Right. They don't seem to be the most willful of creatures, but he rolled okay. Ezreal.
I should be lower down because I took a ready action. So I should be
When?
when
here.
yeah.
This guy can't quite reach. Go here.
It's his eye.
It is higher.
Yes. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll move over here. Where it is?
Did these guys roll fortitude save sheet?
They didn't have their turn yet.
Oh, okay.
Start of their turn.
So am I standing with the 5 between me and him here?
What?
Because it's
Yeah.
weird. I'm
you have
standing
You're next
in-
to him.
Yeah, you're adjacent. Yeah.
Oh, well, I want to be spearing him.
That
And
is
there's
10.
Up there. Yeah.
Is
that's
this
fine.
here then?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
If you get confused about the circle, you can click their token. You can see like the outline of the.
Oh. Great. All right. Well. Oh my lord.
14 will not do it.
Ugh. Well,
XK.
All right. So do I have? What do I have now? Do I still have all my stuff? My bonuses? Oh no, you're next.
No,
I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
I will postpone after Azrael. We are battle buddies after all.
That's true. Who do you want to kill?
The one I'm next to.
Yeah. All right. I'll use get him on juvenile Nisolera 158, and then try to Harry cover that guy as well. How?
Yeah.
Cool. So
19.
everyone gets +1 on him, and XK gets all his crazy shenanigans.
He is in the smoke. That does mean he has concealment, right?
Yes, but I have dust goggles, so I'll roll a D100, and if it's 10 or below.
One being the
90 and below would be a hit, but that would be a miss.
Oh, is it that way? I thought it was 10, and I guess we should.
How did we do it last time?
I don't
To be
remember.
fair, he
So I
did-
just-
He did
He
say
just said-
10
he
or
did say
below
10 before he
before he
rolled,
rolled,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I'll take a reroll if you want, Sheep. We can be clear about it.
No, this is fine.
Okay.
I think in the past I've done like 80 and below is a hit if it's
Yeah.
20% miss chance.
All right, we'll do that from now on. But
Okay.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
go with that.
Cool.
You got it.
There you go. Take him
yeah.
out.
XK.
Alright, I'll full attack the guy next to me. 18 and
Yeah.
21?
Both hits.
31.
Slash and hack and bring down this
31.
raging
Fire.
dinosaur.
I guess there's
I
concealment.
lied, he's still alive.
No concealment.
There's concealment, yeah.
He's adjacent to him.
I'm adjacent.
Yeah.
Thought there was no concealment with that. We didn't do it before when we fought in smoke grenades
This.
back
Yeah,
Okay.
on a moon and everything.
That is true. Let's do it like that then. I'll look it up later. Yeah, you slash and hack, and this creature is still going strong, even though you inflict some vicious wounds. And it will return the favor
With a fortitude save.
with a fortitude.
Yes.
21.
It
That's
succeeds. The DC will go up to
This
16
giant
next round
dinosaurs.
if he's still alive. Yeah.
As it will bite and claw and try to tail smash you with a multi-attack. 15, 12, and 22.
Miss, and yeah, tail would hit. Is it?
It's
not
+5, or +4, but it's still would hit you.
It'd still hit, yeah.
11 electricity damage.
Lightning tail.
It's lethal, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Because that very much matters.
Like they're really polite with their tail. They sort of push over.
Well, the last thing that hit me with its tail was non-lethal damage, so I just wanted to make sure.
This guy will fortitude save, yeah. Do a guarded step here and then scream a roar at you with such intensity that it'll. He can actually only hit one of you. Oh well, he'll still do it. He'll hit XK.
Rude.
with a sonic breath weapon attack. Give me a reflex save.
The
That is
greatest of my saves.
That is a failure. You take 14 points of sonic damage, and you're staggered for 1 round.
Staggered. Oh god, what does that even do?
That means you can only take 1 action, I believe.
It's fine. I can sort you out. Don't worry.
Staggered, you can take a single move or standard action, but not both. And you can also not take reactions, which might be relevant. This guy is gonna step towards Haya and slash at her.
Did he step towards me?
Yes,
guard
with
step.
guard step.
Oh, guard step. Okay.
29 for 13 sonic damage.
I don't
Well,
think that
that's
missed ever.
3. Because I am attuned now, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
sonic resistance coming into play.
Yeah,
Very
finally.
rare.
You know?
It's
Power
very
type.
rare.
Yeah, I think it's time to just try to do some damage to these guys. I got a explosion of 10. I don't want to hit XK though, so I will put it like up here to target those two. Let's see if I cannot roll a 1. That would be great. That's not a 1.
Solid.
These two are targeted.
Reflex saves. Oh, no, that's not a reflex save.
Oh no.
That's a 1 fails, 50 fails, for 12 cold damage.
The other guy takes 6.
6. And this guy. Oh, he has. He can flank. What does flanking do again in the system? +2, isn't it?
They're flat-footed,
Probably.
which gives something, right?
Which means he will slash at the creature for 22 versus EAC, inflicting 11 cold damage.
Gravity claws?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why they can walk on everything, because they've like
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah. They're graviton Solarian power things.
That's why I want
my
one as a
God.
pet.
the evil Solarians.
They're fucking Solarians?
They are Solarians, yeah.
Yeah, they're an
Great.
opposite to the Gorons.
Oh,
She can
meow.
say this.
They're light and darkness, but they're working together now to destroy the planet.
Destroy the planet. It's great.
This guy will move here and scream
Oh no.
raw.
Oh.
A reflex save.
Moo.
Rude.
Thanks.
You both succeed. You take half of 13, so he takes 6 sonic.
6 Sonic.
Our poor Asimar heritage doesn't protect us from
From Sonic, no.
screaming dinosaurs.
Screaming dinosaurs.
Well, they
Pretty
used to
great.
be nice, so you wouldn't.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Reach you.
Lorelia?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Now,
Alright. Do these things have reach?
that's a good question. Let me check.
No, their arms look tiny. I mean, not too.
Well, maybe the tail can like smack far.
They do, yes.
Alright, go this way then.
It's actually
Important question.
like,
Aurelia will cast Lesser Remove Condition on XK, getting rid of his staggered condition.
Yay!
Yay.
I am repaired.
I'm probably gonna get screamed on, but that's fine. It's
well, we don't
okay.
know if they can do it multiple times yet.
No, but there's 4 of them. Only 2 have been used, so.
True. Alright, this guy. He is not flanking, but he will still attack. 23, yep. Jumping at him. Hiya.
Yes, did I. I'll 5-foot step or whatever it is called.
Guarded step.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll attack first. Really, is that would be the smart thing to do.
Punch him.
Doesn't really matter
Oh
where
my
you have this
God.
spear.
Well, for flanking, I think it.
Same again. Oh, +2, so it's 16.
16 does not hit.
And then I sit back
Ezra.
because I don't want to be full attacked.
I will take the attack of opportunity as I move away.
Okay. He will bite at you.
Yep, that hits for this piercing damage, hey?
Yeah. The bite does piercing, the claws do sonic, and the tail does electricity.
Cool.
Must be fun to keep track of. Here we go. And then I'm going to over here and switch out for a electrical cannon, which I'll fire in a wide line like this, targeting both of them. Oh, so they do, yeah.
Yeah, they do have reach.
You know what? Let's change that plan then. Where's revert last move? There it is. I'll just move 40 like this, and then I'm going to ready the laser pistol to do parry and covering fire on this guy, because I will try and, once he goes for an attack, then I use Harry cover to try and protect these guys.
Okay. XK.
Okay. No bonuses.
Sorry.
It's alright. I can
Can't lose our Sneathans.
No,
Need
that's
the survival bonus.
that's fine. I will. I can't split full attacks, can I?
No.
Can I?
No.
Right.
So,
Damn it. All right.
Might as well just try and kill. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the wounded one that I've been whacking with a full attack. 17.
Yes, first one hits.
21.
Kills it as it drops down.
Damn.
High five.
Chop,
And I will guarded step.
You full attack, didn't you?
No, yes, I did. Sorry. So I won't. I'm done.
Right. This guy. He will see when he can scream next. Okay, not this combat. And will
Not
multi-attack XK.
Yep.
9, 14. No.
Oh, ooh.
Okay,
Just-
even against my EAC, that
Yeah.
is not great.
Get wrecked. Yeah.
It's just madly clawing and smashing and not really paying any attention to where it's actually hitting.
Just go home. Just go home, Dinosaur.
Yeah, this guy will. He can breathe. He should do that. He'll turn around, take a step here, and scream at these two.
I
Guarded
will.
step.
Yes, got it. Up.
I'll shoot at him. Although it's reflex saves, it's not really going to do anything.
Yeah, not gonna do anything.
But still, the next attack on him will get a bonus to it.
They both save. They do take some damage. 5.
That's rude.
That's rude.
Zachary.
Yes, that is really rude, really. I suppose I'll just keep trying to do damage. Put one there. And try to attack. I hit.
It's a 2, that's enough.
Mhm.
I don't think you can fail that attack roll.
Well,
No,
the one fails.
I fail.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, he's basically doing math to like calculate the coordinate and then freezing the area. So, but it's a full round action to use his like bombardier ability. So he just stands here like a turret, calculating stuff, bracing.
Cool. That's cool.
That's it.
This guy is not perturbed. He is flanking with fire because she has reach. Oh, yeah, okay. And this guy. Can he scream again? No, he cannot.
Rip.
This Asriel is doing mean stuff to him.
Stabbed Kenny.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, ho, ho.
Minimum damage with the stab.
and then it will try to slice open Zachriel's power armor. That's not the right button. This is the right button. 24
Yes. Hits.
of sonic damage.
Smack.
At least the
Lorelei.
Lorelia is nicely coastally placed between
Still
two
being-
people.
Step back, yeah. It would not be in anyone's reach.
Right where she belongs. Just cozy and safe.
Aurelia?
Oh, sorry.
Surrounded by dinosaurs. This is not the time to sleep.
That's true. Let's mind thrust the one that's near Zachariel. I don't want
Step back
that.
first. You don't get attack opportunity. They have reach.
True. She'll step here and shoot it. Level 2 spell. So okay, roll. Wow. 7 damage. DC 15 will save.
Against which one?
This guy.
Will save. Oh, he makes it. Okay.
Half damage. So-
4.
4.
Oh. Just good try.
Can you make that over there? Good charge. He's in reach of this guy, so he cannot. Here, smack it. 20. Hits.
This guy's doing better than me. They're gonna finish that dinosaur. Well, I'm gonna step in.
Punch him.
And then, yeah, exactly. You can try. Oh, there we go.
Yes, you
Nice.
fell the creature. Asriel.
I'll full attack the number 50.
Okay.
The azimuth laser pistol. 13 and 18.
13 is a miss, 18 hits.
6 fire damage.
6 damage. 1 hit point. XK.
I mean, Zachariel looks like he's got that. Alright.
Eh, I won't die. Tell that much. So you just do your thing.
I believe in you. Alright, I will... I'll do my full attack against the one next to me. For 34?
Yeah, that'll do it. Slash and slash. These guys are all dead.
Oh, damn, dude.
Zachariel.
That was quite the round.
We'll try to just stab it with a spear.
Yeah. Stab it. It rolls one last time, but not to damage you. More of a you've slain me roll. And combat is over.
Damn. They all died within 6-second span of each other.
Series
Alright,
of
can we
big
do, like,
bodies
I would
hitting the
like
forest
to-
floor.
I would like to, like, try and look at those vines or whatever was covering them.
Sure, you can do that. Give me a medicine check.
I actually have that skill.
I'll be able to help you. I got some medicine. I'll try to help.
Okay,
You have +2.
great. Well,
With an
With
18, you are at least pretty sure that these.
no, it's 16. I added the +2.
Ah, okay, 16. Well, you are at least pretty sure that these clumps of looks almost like pollen or something are the reason why these guys are going mad. They seem to be covering every single sensitive area of these guys and has probably driven them thoroughly mad. You're pretty sure that this is also the same stuff the Gorons have warned you about. Although Shara at least said that you shouldn't have had any problems this close to where they are living.
Yeah, I'll sit on a good point here. Laura Lee would like to roll herself and see if she gets anything extra out of it.
Sure.
Damn.
She finds the cure. She finds 3 different kinds. Nice.
Well, not a cure, but looking at this pollen stuff, fungus perhaps, it almost looks as if it was alive in a sense. Like almost as if it was a swarm of very, very tiny creatures actually digging at these things. It's not
Tiny
worms or bacteria, but something seems to be an intent behind it.
Okay. That's horrifying.
Lorelia, do you think there's any way that we could gather some of this and research it later when we have time?
I suppose I could.
I mean, we have a basic med kit. Can we like?
Yeah, I could probably
some of
bottle
that
it, right,
raw?
Shim?
Yeah,
Right.
no issue.
Get some of that.
Should be relatively safe as long as we're contained by this magic and our armor.
I would very much like to give it a look in a proper lab.
While you're looking at the bodies of these, actually, one last thing. Looking at the bodies of the creatures, can one of you give me an life science or engineering? It's a bit of an odd choice, but it makes sense. I promise.
One of, or just.
I mean, he and I could maybe try. I do engineering, she can do life, or he can do life science, maybe.
I can do it.
Sure. The result
Is
is
it one or the
same.
other, or can we do like one each?
You can do one each.
All right, I'll try engineering.
Does anyone need help with engineering? I've got a +9. Can't fail it.
I would like some help.
Yeah, take a +2.
Do you want to do the life science, Azrael, since you have the team knowledge?
Yeah, sure.
I can help you.
Yeah,
Get
between your
+2.
local knowledge and my Xenoseeker, then yeah, that should be great.
Get +2.
Oh, you smarty pants here. I'm just going to whack out a donut.
All right, I have a miscellaneous +2 from Kia. My theme knowledge applies.
Can't open the packaging.
Wow, so effective 36 on life science.
All right. Both of you come to the same conclusion. The claws of these creatures seem to continue having some of their power even after death. And Lorelia is pretty sure that it wouldn't be impossible to, fuel them via alternative means. They could make some nasty weapons.
Some
Sonic
lightning
swords!
spears.
Sonic
yes.
swords!
She would like to harvest them then for that
Pretty
purpose.
clawing them.
Yes.
Yeah,
8
taking-
Sonic swords. that'd be
Sonic
great.
swords? Yeah.
For the revolution.
Taking
Of
the
course.
claws, you're fairly sure that with some modifications and such, you can make 2 so-called phasic scythes from the claws, which I will give you the stat log of. It will take some engineering. You can't make those on the field, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But they are level 7 weapons doing 3d4 sonic damage. Wound critical with the penetrating special, meaning they are really good at destroying objects.
Okay.
What's their weapon die? Damage die even?
3d4 sonic.
How strange.
While you're investigating these creatures, you will also notice that after a quick panicked exchange of squawks, the 2 Zenithans are running off into the forest. And not the way they've been leading you, but somewhere entirely different.
Okay.
Perception checks. Please.
Is
Yeah, so let's search for them.
do we follow them? We're like, oh,
Is there
man,
some sort of
Uh,
like insight check to see what's wrong with them specifically?
That would be survival to understand and
Okay.
interpret the animals. But I will be right back. I need a quick bio break.
Sure, I'll
Okay.
do that as well.
The 3d4 plus the 3d4 is strictly better than my 1d8
For the fire blade. Yeah, it's still
from the
EAC,
fireblade.
right?
Yeah,
Energy damage.
both are. So
So I
it's
have to-
strictly better,
I
basically.
mean, put them in the group sheet so we can keep track of them at
Yeah,
least.
they-
Don't forget they exist.
They are the two phasic sites. Yeah, Valky's been really on top of it. So sorry, I had to step away for a sec. Did he say that we would like that we just have them, or that we can
no, we have
make
to
them?
craft them.
We have to craft
Yeah,
them.
I think
Okay,
it's
but we have
just
the
that we can
components to
get
do
the
so.
stuff. Yeah, like
We don't have to spend UBBs to do so.
We'll need a lab or something.
Yeah.
A workshop. We don't have a workshop on the ship. Maybe they have one back at the city. Tree City.
No, that was pretty.
Sounds
too
like
difficult
we're
to fight.
going right from the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, little Sneath and Buddy's running away.
Yeah,
I thought we had something.
I know, right? She was like, "Oh, maybe you can make one of them your
I
pet."
protected you.
I love.
No, they left.
Nice.
Should have leashed them up by now.
Ooh. They were gonna
Sorry, I
be my
didn't give you
friend.
any treats. I didn't have any. Now they're gonna go to some Grandma Goran.
Oh man.
She's gonna feed him pancakes or
All right.
something.
I have the
No way we
most
can feed.
important question of this entire campaign.
Okay.
Filled donuts. What is your filling of preference?
Custard.
Oh, yeah. You know the way.
There's only one answer here.
Duh. The
No.
stupid raspberry and
I,
strawberry.
I don't eat donuts well enough to have come up with that answer myself, but now that you've said it, that does sound pretty amazing.
Custard filled donuts, man. My local supermarket, Morrison's, does excellent ones, but they're always sold out. Whenever I finish work and get there, they are always sold out.
People probably go there in the morning, man. Get a cup of coffee.
Nah, I went way too early for that. But like,
Custard.
and the bakery doesn't open until like 8 or something like that, so I don't know. But I got them today, and I'm
did?
so happy. The last pack as
Congratulations.
well, for a grand total of 50p.
What?
I am very happy.
How
5
can you do that?
custard-filled
How
donuts.
can they be that cheap?
I don't know, but they are too good for 50p. 10p a
How
donut.
small are they? Are they
They're
like 5
big.
crumbs or something?
No, no. They're big. They're like decent-sized donuts.
How's this possible?
They're amazing.
Are they like, yeah, but 50 penny?
I
It's like,
don't know,
no.
man. I don't know.
That's like, that's not even what you would pay for one here.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Well,
Right, I'm back.
Crazy. Well, you all missed Haldamir's very important question.
Yeah.
What was that?
Donuts filled preference of filling.
cream.
Custard.
We're in unison here.
We are all together in this.
I mean, I like strawberry, but custard's nice.
And with that, the party is finally cohesive and united
We work as
behind one cause, the custard cream.
Anyone missing?
Nope.
Girl
single
here.
All right, then we can continue right away. The two Zenithans, presumably the third one as well, suddenly running off quite panically.
Yeah, survival to figure out what they're doing.
All right.
Shit.
As far as you can tell, they're not like running off scared because of the fight, but it looks like they are anticipating something to be in danger
Okay, guess we'll try
That-
and follow them.
that they are running towards.
Oh, well, let me go there.
Yo. Run
Maybe
after
it's
them.
like their camp or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can still get one as a pet. Let's go.
Uh,
And we hustle.
yeah, running after them. Give me a survival check to find your way to chase them. They are speedy buggers, and it's not trivial to keep up with them.
Okay. At some point, I'm gonna roll bad on these. 17.
And 17 is not quite enough. You can find your way to follow them. However, there's obstacles in the way. You have to take a few detours here and there, and it takes quite a bit of time. And as you are about to arrive, where suddenly there's a lot of noise coming from, not just a lot of noise, but definitely the sounds of combat, of quite a few squawks and roars, and a lot of, it's a mess. It's hard to describe. I'm lacking the words. But suffice to say, before you get there, one of these Zenithans, one of your Zenithans, in fact, suddenly appears in front of you and squawks at you.
Okay.
Give me another survival check. Reddit isn't entirely sure what's happening here, but there's a Zenithan that was previously one of, not the one guiding you, but one of the ones off scouting for you, currently blocking your path.
Is there any fungus thing on it or whatever?
No.
Okay. And it's not moving.
It definitely looks like it's intentionally like trying to stop you, perhaps.
Wait, are they having some kind of tribe war?
Not as far as you can tell.
I don't know.
What the hell? What's going on, dude? Like, we want to help in like. We, point at me,
Mhm.
would like to nod. How do you assign help?
Is this
Giving-
like a thing they do, Sheep? Can I roll culture here or something? Like, is this?
Life science, perhaps.
Do you want to roll that? Yeah, or
Yes, I would like to.
take a +2.
They're not really a sentient culture. They're animals with community instincts.
22.
As far as Haya knows, he knows that they are very smart creatures, so it's not an accident that this thing is standing in front of you, but certainly not anything typical in any way, shape, or form.
Lorelia, can you use your magic to impart the idea into directly your brain? You might
No.
understand concepts rather than words.
Mm. No, it doesn't work like that. I can give him memories, but I can't just telepathically communicate with him.
Ah,
I think a mind breaker can do that, but I can't. No.
that's too bad.
Well, if he's blocking our way,
Mhm.
and with no other reason, I'm assuming he's protecting us or something. I don't know any better, so
Can we?
What happens if we
Handle.
take like a step forward?
Probably get
Uh,
chance.
Does it like
The
lift its claws or like?
Zenithan sort of moves to block you again, but does not show any other hostile action.
Okay, it doesn't want us over there.
Does it seem like concerned for our safety, or like no, like aggressively saying like you not pass, but just
It's
Okay.
blocking you, but does not seem about to attack you. But to really
Yeah.
interpret it, that would be a survival check.
okay, I'll try and interpret like its eyes, or face, or whatever, like the motivation behind it.
Can it sense motive? I guess it can't because it's not.
Sense motive is more to see deception. Like these animals don't really have a concept of deception usually, unless they're monkeys, which in every system are fucking nefarious.
It's like animal handling, which is survival in this case. Like you need to know how it works.
20.
You're pretty sure that you're not far off with your idea of this more being for your protection than anything else.
Okay.
And judging from the occasional shaking of the forest floor and the loud roars coming from not too far away, there's definitely combat happening currently.
I take out the scanner and try and search farther into the woods behind it to see, like, I don't know if it's a giant behemoth or something that would just kill us. Just like if he's trying to keep us safe from something like a really big monster or something.
Okay.
And I relay that to the group that he's trying to protect us. What from? I'm not sure. 21.
You can't really make out too much. The vision is okay, but seeing any sort of distance is very difficult. You can definitely hear the sounds of combat, the squawking of not just two of these Zenithans, but more of them. But you can't really make out what's happening.
Are there other sounds, like other creature sounds besides the Zenithans, or like trees falling, or?
Oh yeah, occasional loud
roars.
roars and the collapsing of large trees on occasion even.
Can I try a life science to try and identify based on the roar, since I'm a Xenoseeker?
Sure.
Maybe I know it. Relevant theme knowledge. It's 24, but with DC down by 5.
Well, the roars do sound familiar, a bit deeper, a bit louder than what you've just heard. You would also realize that the things you thought weren't full adults, and it's not unlikely that an adult is somewhere around.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like perhaps a parent to those creatures that we fought just now. But it's more mature, most likely quite severely large. I think we should try and help them.
Well, these creatures know what we're capable of, and if this one is trying to stop us, then clearly it's a formidable creature.
Yes, it doesn't think that we can take it, but we've handled a lot. But we can't risk losing the Zenithans. This is our mandate from Sardath, is to help. Wouldn't you agree, Zachariah? Our mandate from Sardath to help? This certainly seems...
We do want to help anyone who needs it.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, do they understand the concept of what we're trying to do?
I think if we walk up to the to this guy, not like hostile, but with a sense of like understanding and confidence, and then if he like sort of runs in front of you trying to get past, we're like, no, it's okay. We get it. We're making a choice to help you. Like with, like if a dog is trying to stop you from something, you can just the way that you move and interact with it can give the message off. You know what I mean?
So where's the shot? Like, what else are we gonna do? Stand here and wait?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
All right. I guess we
Let's
go.
do that.
Yeah, your option is basically to continue on your track. There's an even currently blocking you. Looks like he would go back to guiding you. Or you intervene, whatever has happened.
Oh.
Let's intervene. See what happens. Let's
yeah,
go.
let's intervene.
Let's take out this big
We make
thing
yeah,
and not
make
die.
clear to the Zenithan that we're making an informed decision. It's okay. Like,
All right, you rush past the Zenithan, who does not attack you, as it turns out, and follows you as you hurry towards the noise. I would like all of you to roll a reflex save, as one of the trees crashing down might prove to be an issue.
Yep.
Nah.
16. A DC 14. Lorelia fails as the tree trunk comes crashing down, taking 11 points of bludgeoning damage. As I'm going to draw the tree trunk really quick. Basically, oh, that's a bit thin.
Ezra will reach down to help Lorelia get up. As I assume XK probably lifts a tree or something.
Oh my god.
No, it's not really the size of tree you could lift.
Is she
Lorelia
under it?
gets caught. No, not under it. Gets hit by it, cut off a little bit. We'll have to walk around. The tree does block a line of effect. As what you
cover.
What you see is let's see. Let's actually put you a bit further. Is this a massive version of the pink dinosaur you fought before? Again, covered in this spore dust or whatever it is, slashing all around him at trees, at many more of the albino raptors. These one, despite the token suggesting, without harnesses. Although most of them seem to, well, taking the turn for the worse. Your two of your guides currently trying to keep this thing under control, slashing at it, darting away, darting in again, but not having much luck. As we'll go into initiative.
Yeah. I'll watch. Sword.
Azrael gets to act first.
Let's see. I'm going to take out a voltaic anchor pistol, which has a neat little effect if it crits, and I will full attack with it.
It is resistant to lightning, I think. Maybe. Not sure.
It is.
Yeah, but I'm mainly fishing for the crit effect because it'll entangle it, and that will hopefully.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Yeah. And if I attack twice, then that's 2 chances to get it. So.
Like a 10% chance.
Yeah. Oh, sweet! I got it the first try.
Oh my god! Wham!
Damn! I'm checking my macro to make sure I didn't accidentally. Nope, that's it. Rolling a d20. Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
So the first. So he shoots that. It's dealing 10 non-lethal electrical damage, and he becomes entangled until he escapes, which he'd have to use move actions to do.
Right, the lightning damage does not seem to really do anything of note. However, it does become entangled by the lightning effect.
Great. So he moves at half speed, can't run or charge, takes -2 penalty to AC, attack, reflex saving, initiative, and dexterity-based skill checks.
Okay. Let's go. Reach. Charge. No, it's gonna go over here. Higher.
That's me.
It's got -2 AC. Go for it.
Wait, it's got reach, right? This is
Oh, yeah.
reach.
It's huge, towering almost as the trees are, even dwarfing XK.
I shall spirit then.
It does in fact have 15-foot reach, so you would
Oh.
provoke moving there.
Well, then I might as well move. Oh. Well, I wouldn't know that, right? So.
You would realize that very quickly from its pure size.
Well, I'm gonna have to move then, but then I might as well move in here, I guess.
Sure.
As it slices at higher with a natural 20.
Oh,
At least you got that resistance.
So 46 sonic damage.
Oh god.
Jesus. Yeah.
Christ.
We know
The
now it has
scythe-like
the
arm
22 plus
whirring through the
close attack.
sound.
You're graviton attuned, right?
Oh.
Which means that it has a plus 22 to attack with EC, guys, so it will not miss any one of us ever.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
I'm not even
pretty
gonna
tough
bother
thing. I mean,
parrying.
we got that impression, so
Yeah.
it's not a surprise.
Yeah, -2 to attack roll ain't gonna do shit about that.
You guys think it has a great fortitude save? I mean, it might be worth a try with one of the grenades. To make it cough.
I mean, it's entangled. We can run away.
Oh wait, I was like, oh god, wait, I get to attack it.
You do.
Punch him.
Nothing else we can try and get the Zenithans out of there.
You stab, but even in its entangled current situation, the skin is just too thick.
Oh wow. So it has at least 24
Yes,
AC.
more than shit.
Okay, see. Yeah. I'll move and then. What do you guys think? Smoke? I just don't want to hit our guide people here.
Yeah, if you put a smoke grenade like here or something,
mean,
then you could
He's
probably
big enough.
yeah. Having him skip turns would be pretty great.
Big, like, yeah, exactly. Like,
And he's entangled. Actually, if you put it in the
I
middle,
can do it
then he,
there.
yeah.
That should be decent, right? Like, he'd be forced to spend some of his turn moving out, at least, if he wants to get out of that. So.
Actually, can you move it like 2 to the left and then a little bit up? Because if you put him in the center and he's entangled and smoked, there's only so much he can do. There's only so much he can do as far as getting out of it and still
Like
having
there?
a good speed. Yeah, there we go.
All right. I just don't want the little guys, but hopefully they'll get that it's a bad idea to go breathe it. And
Yeah, if anything, it might deter them from going in.
you know,
Cool.
we'll throw a smoke grenade in there.
Okay.
Not, like it's a big thing. It's not sure how to deal with it, but it doesn't seem to have a breather apparatus. So
Yep.
No. Angry animal slashing around. You do have to give me an attack roll just in case you roll a 1.
oh yeah, of course. No.
No.
Let's
This
roll
guy.
Fortitude save, please.
Ooh, is that enough?
Makes it. Yep.
Okay.
Just yeah, it'll be DC
The next one is
16
16. It
next
goes
turn.
up by 1 every time he takes one. But yeah.
Well, it can't really see any of the juicy Zenithans anymore, but it can see a higher who's right next to him. He will attack everything he's got
Oh.
with another nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even want to do the math. I'm down.
Yeah, you
you
are
type-
down for sure.
I'm dead.
No,
75.
you're not dead.
-2 to
75.
attack rolls though, so oh no, the psychic phase class still just hits.
75 is then. 75 plus 27 is
Yeah, you might be dead.
82.
What's your constitution score?
102
52?
damage.
Jesus Christ.
102 damage, yeah.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
Two natural 20s in a row. Oh
Turn
boy.
to, I guess, a fine paste.
102. Oh my, is Hya dead? Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
That
take
would
damage,
outright kill any of us.
yeah, it would kill anyone. If you
Okay.
take more damage equal to your con score, you die after 0.
But
half
what
of
was
that
it
Equal to-
though?
yeah.
What was it though?
And what is
It's
Kioscon
102
score?
damage.
Yeah,
It's
I
100,
gotta
yeah.
I gotta put it in.
Yeah.
Well, minus. Wait.
Minus 10. No,
Minus
92.
10.
Minus
You know.
92 damage.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean
92 damage. What?
Oh, it has to die.
What?
92. Yeah.
Really wish it had just rolled
Yeah,
like
you're
2 worse than its fortitude save.
Jesus. You are like beyond dead.
It is. It
Oh
is
yeah.
Yeah.
I
far
think I
out.
need like a new condition here or something.
Mystified.
No.
I'll you guys as high
The
as like
druid is
"God,"
like chuckling.
I was
You know.
like, oh my god, run!
Oh no.
But take the power armor. Oh, go here.
We're not leaving it.
He
No.
jumps
Yeah.
as he's like, oh god, I'm gonna die. He jumps out of his power armor and like pushes a bit. No.
I was thinking try and grab your body to take to the
God,
mystic and resurrect
It enters
you.
like
but-
dodge battle style. It just gets like fucking played.
God, that thing is.
Yo.
and
It's entangled. Oh wait, it's not entangled anymore.
It
Is
is.
it entangled?
No, it is
It's
still entangled.
It didn't move out of the entanglement. So.
Wait, it
If we
can't.
can,
It can full attack when it's moving at half speed.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just
Okay.
means
it
yeah,
didn't move.
doesn't have to move.
The idea was he would either have to spend a move action to try to get out of entanglement, or he'd be able to full attack you. So either way, you're either getting full attacked at penalties or only
Well,
getting single attacked. That
he
was the
didn't.
theory. It didn't matter.
Let me just find something here.
Druid
Yeah.
there, cackling, laughing. Now here's one with a planet.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I
Yeah, this
don't.
mission's a bust.
I don't think that was the interpretation she had.
Let's
No.
hope not. God damn.
You need to get Haya's body
Look
and
at that.
run.
Look at that shit. My God.
Oh my god,
That
This thing's
was
going down, man.
2 nat 20s. That's rough. This thing is definitely by a mile the strongest thing
Yep.
that you've encountered.
To be fair, we got plenty of warning.
You
So
did.
if you're kind of triumphant about that the white dragon isn't the worst thing.
No.
There are far worse things than even this thing. So
Listen, Ethan, we'll walk over to you, avoiding the smoke.
Good.
A
Yes,
squawk that suggests that, running away is an option.
Mhm.
yeah, I think so.
No, not yet. It won't get more criticals. Like
Malachi.
Squawk, I told you so.
you can't just no
no, yeah,
Fire
no,
us down.
leave.
in the smoke.
Hayes' last words like, "Run, you fly, you fools."
You can't just leave.
As he's getting crushed into a paste.
I'm supposed to get pace. What are you gonna do?
Kill it.
Yeah,
No,
avenge you.
no, you can't even hit it. It's 24 to hit. Like, get the fuck out.
At least. Yeah.
No, we can do this.
No.
We can
Okay,
certainly end
someone-
it one
someone-
We
way or
can run,
another.
and I will pot shot it with the sniper rifle.
Someone drag Zachary by force. Well, I'm dead. I should say anything, but
We need to get Haya's body at least if we're gonna flee. If we don't do that, then I'm with Zachriel. and
well,
try
but
and
it
kill
eats. Well,
We just
probably
need like it's gonna keep it in the smoke. Every
Yeah,
turn
keep
it's
it-
gonna get harder for it to breathe. At some point its
It
DC
will
be
have
so
to,
high
yeah.
it will fail. And
That's
once it
true.
begins
If
to
we
just
c-
fail over and over again, it'll die in the smoke.
If me and you can
Just
keep
keep smoking.
expanding,
Whenever it
expanding
moves-
us, eventually
Well, it takes them at the
rate-
beginning of its turn. So if it
Yeah.
chokes and then it moves and I throw a new grenade on it, it'll choke
Yeah.
again on the next turn. Like
we can. Yeah, if we blow those, we can do this.
mhm.
That might earn us the favor from the Zenithans and the Gorans we need to get like a druidic res or reincarnation or something.
Maybe we can reincarnate here as one of them.
Oh,
Anyway, XK.
a lighting?
And also, it would be great. It would be really cool.
Anyway, let's play it out and see what happens. So talking about.
Yeah.
So what?
It's straight.
What am I
I
doing?
will assume you are aware that running away is an option.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, XK. What does a hero do? Show us.
Guys,
Hmm.
don't wipe the party, please.
It's fine. It's fine, Ari. All
Like,
we
We're
have.
making a
like-
choice.
It's their
Let me
characters.
come
They can do what they want with them.
to this campaign again. So like, just keep that in mind.
I don't know
Maybe
what I'm even.
sheep will let you play as with Zenithan or something.
Don't even know what I'm doing here, but I can't even reach it in time.
I
You
figured
got a
I don't
gun.
I don't think you want to be near it, to be honest.
we don't want to let it full attack
Yeah.
ever. Well, I mean,
You
you're
have a ranged
allowed to, I suppose, but
Let's not talk about my ranged weapon.
it's not recommended.
Maybe grab Haya's body and then run.
I can't get there in time, so but I'll double move
Can't you?
here.
There's nothing you can do with like resolve points to prevent instant death, or
No.
Not that much damage.
No.
That was like over twice Haya's hit points.
no.
Even in 5e, that would have killed Haya.
Even 5e.
And they're extremely friendly with the
Anyway,
death thresholds.
Yeah, two natural 20s did not help.
Yeah, and then 2 other hits on top of that.
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
All right.
I mean, I
Well,
could
this
have
guy
taken
will-
one crit.
Step in and attack.
Oh god,
And
the
hit.
smoke. There we go.
He'll take the smoke.
They're animals. They don't get it.
Yeah. They see
Well,
what we're doing.
Lorelli has no idea what happened, so she'll just walk over here. Look in
yes,
the
she's
smoke
probably
and
here. What happened?
sees a lot of red in the smoke for some reason. Let's see.
You would have
If-
heard over comms.
Yeah, I'm sure screams is probably what she heard.
Green pale.
Sheep.
Oh, there were no high screams. He was like, "Oh God!"
Sheep. Do penalties from different sources stack?
Yes.
Okay. She can't do much, but she will cast inflict pain on the adult player.
Mhm.
We'll
Can you
save.
see it through the smoke?
It's just like
20% concealment.
concealment.
How does
Also, that
concealment
spell
affect
says
spells?
it has a range of 35 feet.
Sorry, that's wrong. I'm not wrong. It's right. I'm wrong. Yeah, I can't cast that, so never mind. I can't do anything. I'll double move. Over here, I guess. That's me.
Right. Azrael.
I was muted. Sorry.
How long is it
Um,
entangled for?
Until he tries to remove it. So as long if he's just going to keep attacking, then
More
full
conditioned.
entangled. Yeah, I'm trying to see what other. I don't think other than smoke grenade, which you've already done. I guess I could try and expand smoke prematurely.
Not worth it.
But
Really,
yeah,
cheap.
it's not worth it.
Or if-
I'm gonna. You said he's. God, my brain is not working today. He is resistant to electricity.
Yes, electricity and sonic.
I will take out the sniper rifle, which, since we're not being stealthy, I have no reason to have kept apart. And I will shoot. I'll move back so that I'm. What is it? 60 feet away. Let me just do some quick measuring. There. I'm gonna move back with the sniper and take a shot. I have dust goggles. So how do you want to do concealment? It's 90 and above is a fail.
Yes.
Okay. 82.
Yeah, in retrospect, I think we've done it the other way around last time. But as long as we are,
consistent.
yeah.
Okay.
As long as we know what we're rolling. But that is
Okay.
it.
Yeah, great. I will take a shot with the aimed sniper. No. Yeah, that's probably gonna miss.
16 is
16.
not it.
Okay.
This guy.
Brave Sneathens. No, don't do it.
He needs to get in there. 19 does not hit.
I
Higher.
mean, it is entangled, so even.
Higher is
That
dead.
was dead.
Zacriel.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
Okay, guys, I have an idea. I mean, these things they like to fight like they're like alpha predators, right? They fight like big things, right? They to kill. They don't like being threatened. Yeah. Is that
It's certainly a predator for sure. At least in its current state.
yeah, probably very territorial would be a thing. Because I do have that like I do have a hollow grenade that makes a big menacing dragon. Maybe that distracted a bit. But maybe that's a bit early.
Might create a target that it'll try and attack.
Yeah, exactly. But I have my
so-
angelic creation too that can.
I don't think it'll care about the little
No, but
tiny
that's
angel.
okay. Like, you can try flanking if it doesn't. So
That's true.
yeah, I'll throw that out. We'll throw it down here. That should give a. It can't. It's too small, but it'll be here then. And that will then attack.
That does not hit. Well,
DC 16.
it will try to breathe. It succeeds.
Fortitude save. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
And then it'll attack the last thing that attacked it, as that's all it does, which means it'll attack the little angel. And presumably eviscerates it.
Will destroy it, but it did what it was here to do.
Yeah.
As it
Fire ring.
appears, tries to like smack it, and then it gets eviscerated. Right.
This guy, he's staying back. He cannot. 2 of his bodies are already engaged. XK.
How much reach does this thing have?
15.
What action is it to pick up? Here?
Take probably move action.
Okay. And giving someone like a serum is a move or standard, isn't it?
I believe that's the standard.
If you want to delay after me, I can make you take less damage. If you want to just provoke one and pick it up.
Well, I was
We're
thinking
still
of,
standing there then.
I was thinking of guarding step in twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then next turn pick her up and take her opportunity.
That
Yeah.
sounds fine.
It won't be able to hit you twice. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna guard a step once and use my standard action to guard a step again. And that is my full round.
Okay. Fortitude. No, I don't think that's enough, is it?
No, it'll
No.
cough. Oh, Sneathens way.
Just in case, I don't normally want to do this, but just in case XK does get the ire of the thing, Lorelli is going to spend a resolve point to cast a spell on XK. She will cast Shield Other. So basically, XK takes all half damage from attacks that deal hit point damage, but I take that half as well.
Ooh.
That's dangerous game.
But if I
That's a
have,
really dangerous.
but if I have stamina points, I can take that half out of my stamina.
And that won't count a damage gone towards XK stats. So you'd be taking half of the remainder off his.
Yeah, so if
and
he
into
takes
your
HP
stamina.
damage,
That's not bad.
I take half. If I have stamina, it takes that out first,
Okay.
and then takes my hit points. It doesn't directly take my hit points. So,
Okay.
but XK stamina is damaged as normal. It's only when he gets hit point damaged.
That's cool.
Azrael.
When we examine these things or identifying things, do we know if they happen to be weak to fire?
They do not seem to have any particular weakness.
Great. I should probably just full attack. I will. Actually, everyone's going to be going for this guy, aren't they? I'll use get him while drawing the laser pistol, and I'll fire the laser pistol at the guy. 20 for 5 fire damage, and everyone gets a +1 against him.
20 hits.
Okay, 5 fire.
Although concealment.
Yes. Fine.
Yes. Alright, this guy. Oh, he makes it. Okay. He can attack again.
+1, buddy.
That's not enough. It's one off.
19?
19 is one off.
Oh, okay.
Zachriel.
All right. I looked at this hollow grenade I have. So as I remember it, it's appears it has sound and movement and everything. Once you interact with it, you get a will save to disbelieve it, basically.
Oh, sheep. Sorry. Does that include the -2 to AC for
Yes.
entangled? Ah, damn it.
Yeah. So I'm keeping this grenade as my. I'm sorry. As my surprise, but I think this is a good time as any to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Special Dragon Mark III Hollow Grenade. We'll put it like where over on the log, like here,
Okay.
with the idea that that the
came around the
dragon
corner.
will do what the hologram does, which is act as if the dragon is fighting it. I still remember it.
Yeah, it's like a
Posturing.
menacing posture of a dragon charging its breath weapon.
Yeah, there's a log there, so maybe it'll like think that it's actually hitting the dragon when it smacks the log. I mean, I don't know how smart it is, but hopefully it will at its strongest point. Yeah, big dragon roaring at it, very angry.
So you put it like here, so it goes
Yeah,
and attacks
exactly.
the dragon and feels resistance. That's great.
That's the idea. Just trying to, win time. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see if it coughs though. Maybe it will cough. Oh, yeah, look at that.
the DC increases, doesn't it?
Yes, it is 17 now.
And it fails.
So it spends its turn coughing.
What the freak?
Yes.
This and even no, he has to stay back. One of them has to survive. XK.
Alright, I pick up here.
He can do nothing. You're good.
Yeah, he can't react.
Yeah, I pick up here and I pull her away.
Okay.
Strip off the power. No.
This guy.
There's like a seed in there.
Aurelia.
Kill it.
I can't do any damage. That's not what I do.
Need to, and I can, but just need time.
She will cast
Yeah.
inflict pain again on it. Why not? No, hold on. Let me check if I'm within. No, I need to move closer. All right.
Anything we can do to lower its like fortitude saves, really.
Any debuffs.
All right, let's try this again. Will save for 15. To save.
Wills. Oh,
Just makes it. But for 1 round, it will take a -2 to ability checks, attack rolls, and skill checks.
okay. I'll give it
Anyway.
a halo. Lime halo.
All right.
Azrael.
Pain.
I'm gonna full attack with the laser pistol. Oh, that's a crit on the second one. So
Burn!
26
I'm on
and
fire.
27.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
For
both
four-
hit.
and it takes 3 ongoing burn.
That burn is important, man.
Yeah,
wait,
gotta
what's
chip
18?
away
It
at
has
it.
a lot of health, but I don't know it's going to spend his turn rolling around to stop the fire.
Yeah, it hasn't done that to stop entanglement. So.
No, all it seems to do is attack whatever it that attacked it last. And
Hopefully,
these
it
guys
buys
made a bad
illusion.
choice. Yeah, that's going to be a
They're
failure
not
because
attacking it, so that's something.
yeah,
Even if they're just like coughing and unable to do anything, like.
exactly.
He passed. The DC doesn't go up if you fail the save.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's still a 15. Now it would go up to 16 for him.
Then he's gonna attack with an actual one. Great job. And gotta step up.
That's a good idea. Yes. Do I want to attack this thing? Do I though? Really?
It's up to you.
I don't know. I have this dragon attacking it. Maybe it'll feel like that's a menacing dragon.
Be good to
Does he
see if
pay any
if
attention to the dragon sheep?
Yes.
Good, because
I'm-
my attack is an ice attack, and it is also is draining like energy from an area. So I imagine it's not actually super visible, given there's no like trail or anything. So I'll try
Malachi, I
to
love
use
you.
it like
That's
use it
great.
like over here, trying to make it like as if the dragon's breath weapon actually doing something.
Sure.
I'll target like the side of the log here to
That's
get away
amazing.
from these and Ethans and such. So let's see. I hit, so it has to be a DC.
It
I think
failed.
13 cold. Very angry dragon is breathing cold on it. Look at that's me.
Okay. Well, it is
DC 15.
makes it.
Connect.
It's 17 for him, but yeah, still makes. Now it's 18.
Yeah, neither of the Zenithans actually hit him, so he's gonna go for the next biggest thing, which is the fake dragon, which he will attack a whole bunch. And then he gets a will save, which wait a minute.
That will pass, I believe.
Oh.
Still bought another round.
Predatorial senses pretty good at determining that something you're slashing at isn't actually there.
No, it poofs then. Basically, or
Are we running? Or are you just plugging it until it dies?
I'd assume we're running. We did what, like, the plan that I heard was to get the body and go. We have the
So we
body.
should at least try and get the body. I don't know. I think we do kind
Got the body.
of engage in.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I
do.
think so far we're doing okay. I'd say falling back here is a good idea.
Yeah.
But I don't know actually. Falling back is a good idea. It keeps us the option of running, and he's on fire and entangled. We have some time to like damage him.
I think we
before things
can.
get
I
bad.
think we can chip away at him, especially because running. I know you suck with ranged weapons, XK, but I think that's the best thing to do.
Sure. I'll pull out my Red Star Conqueror. Not even sure on its range anymore. Yep, I'm in range. I'll shoot at it. Let me just check that I have the hit bonuses. Because not used this in forever.
Sheep, by the way, didn't take its 3 fire damage.
That is true.
It's damage.
Okay.
15 versus AAC does not bother it.
I'd love if you actually like could hit it with something wounding, just cut its like face off.
Yeah.
Alright, this guy, I'll try to save. He does not.
Time for crit fishing.
Aurelia.
She can throw a pebble at it. Let's see here. What do I have?
Got your like radiation gun, don't you?
Man, radiation would have been great against this thing. Just force it to
Yeah, you got that like red shot thing.
Sure. I mean, I've like 70% chance I miss, but I can shoot, I guess. Sure. She'll shoot.
I think that's true for all of us.
shoot and move back. I think it's the
I can move back after I shoot. So she'll shoot first. Yeah, that's a miss, and then she'll run back here.
All right, Ezreal. Seraph?
Sorry, I was muted.
But
I rolled a full attack.
not a vertical.
16 and 10 versus the AC.
No, they both miss.
Alright.
This guy. Got a step. Attack. For natural 20. All right.
Decent Ethan's actually doing work. Like, seriously,
Actually, Ari, do you want to pilot the Zenithans in the combat so you can do something?
I was gonna go make hot cocoa.
Okay. Whatever you prefer.
Oh, I switched my death picture to like a funeral thing.
Yeah, I saw that. It's
No,
sad.
maybe after. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Fight.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, I'll, feel like for now it's occupied. It can't run. It's like, yeah. So I will do another ice attack in the same spot. A hit.
5, 7,
Flex save for half, so it takes
6.
not great, but it's at half now. So
Yeah, it's hurting. It's visible. He'll take his 3 fire damage as he is on fire. The like small pustules all over it, burning away. Well, the dragon is fake. He knows.
fortitude save.
Fortitude save,
Oh,
yes.
DC 18.
All right.
Skip him.
Yeah, he skips.
He does not succeed. No, he has to stay alive. He's the chosen survivor. XK.
Oh, it's tempting to go in there, but just remember, 107 damage.
Meh.
I don't think it's very tempting to go in there at all.
Actually,
no.
although roll me concealment, 80 or below, unless you have goggles, in which case it's 90 or below. Yes.
Yay.
14 electric
I'm
with fire.
helping in range.
Yeah.
Hey, you do more damage than I do, so it's at least good.
I mean, I rolled a 9 on a d10 there.
What do you
So.
think?
You know what? Valky, a 20 is a 20, and if you thought this, that's awesome.
Aurelia.
And it's exactly as likely as for any of us.
Red shot's 40 feet. Laser pistol's 80. Let's use the laser pistol.
Actually, something we should begin considering here for the Zenithans too is that a character who fails 2 consecutive rounds of
Oh, yeah.
take a d6 non-lethal damage. So
Okay.
let's keep that in mind from now on.
I don't think anyone has failed twice so far.
I haven't noticed.
Good to remember.
6 is a miss.
Oh, damn. Oh.
As it turns out, Ezreal.
Oh, man. Your luck has been not great.
No, I'm just bad at shooting. It's not even luck. I mean, even if I rolled well, it's still.
Oh, my God. Another crit.
Just
That's
burn damage
3
stacks.
this combat so far.
No, it doesn't. Not from the same
think
source.
the worst.
Well, it's 4 now.
Yeah, I assume it's 4 now.
Yeah, so it'd be a
Look
4
at Ezreal's
ongoing.
laser pistol. Look at that.
Giving it a new lease on life.
Look at those things.
Yeah, I got this thing because it's the worst gun.
Yeah, they're just incredibly cheap. Like,
Oh, concealment, right?
Yeah, roll me concealment. 90 or below. Yes.
okay, good.
The
The
Zenithans
second one missed anyway.
just makes it, I believe. We'll claw for another natural 20. So many 20s this combat.
Vengeance.
Gotta step out.
We could do this, guys.
Yeah, we've got him locked.
Take some
Black
ice
Rail.
damage, dude. Safe or take
Uh,
some damage.
He saved.
well.
Take 6.
Great damage, but it's damage.
It's so close. It'll try to breathe. It breathes. And it will.
Come get me.
DC 18, he failed.
No,
rolled
he
a
goes
26.
It was a reflex save.
Oh, the reflex save. Okay, yeah.
The Zenithan Guide 1 was the last
Yeah,
one
yeah.
to damage him in melee, which means he will
No.
be the one who's attacked.
Makes sense.
Those all hit. That is 50, 60, 75. Yeah, that's twice his hit points.
He is dead.
If these two guys die, then the point of going here is
Entirely gone, yeah.
yeah, entirely.
This guy has just sort of opted out, saying,
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he squawks
Tell the other
sadly.
guy to do it too.
X-Guy.
Number one there fought well. Brave.
Just shoot, man. There's not much else we can do here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
if we all full attack, then at least we can fish for high numbers.
Yeah, that is a mess. This guy, he needs to. Oh, he makes it.
Yes.
Will attack. Oh no, damage him and misses. Got a step. Aurelia.
Ah, fine. She will full round use her racial force bolt ability. So 3 magic missiles on the thing should probably hit. They do 3 damage each, so 9 damage. Automatic hit.
Smashing into
What are
it.
we talking about?
It's wavering, its roar getting quieter, but the spores digging at its every surface, still driving it to utter madness. Azrael.
Just
23 does hit. Scorching it. It's barely holding on.
I feel like every bit of damage here is
Zachriel.
yeah,
Yeah, it
I'll
all-
use some guaranteed damage what we need, so I'll keep doing it.
And
I
the
hit.
creature falls,
Reese.
finally at rest.
Jeez.
Flaming remains. Smoke grenade's almost cleared up, but
Yeah,
I think
it's like
Zachriel's
10 rounds.
sees that XK has here, but he'll move up to this Zenithan to check its vitals, his medicine.
It's there's not much to check there. But this Zenithan here quickly runs to the fallen tree, looking into one of its not orifices, but a hole in it, pulling out a handful of eggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zenithan eggs.
Putting one and one together, it seems like while the Gorons have accepted the Zenithans to stay there in safety, might
Yeah.
not have. There might have been some that didn't quite enjoy the idea, especially with the young. I would like all of you to give me perception checks.
2 more come around the corner.
Oh, God. Smoke! That one.
Yeah, we're distracted, all of
16.
us. I mean, pretty
Good.
understandable reasons.
The faults are elsewhere.
Oh, wow, 2 nat ones.
XK?
3?
Perception checks? Oh,
Yes.
Alright, do this. Alright. No change.
Alright. You do hear the sounds of something relatively large moving away. Not to you, away, somewhere to the north. Crunching foliage and such. But looking over there, you can't really see what it was. You just see a bunch of leaves and spores drifting away. So it is quiet. Even the wind has stopped.
I think Zachriel is just looking at the power armor, probably like looking like a battered can of pineapple or something. Battered with like juice coming out of some places.
Yeah, there are some clean slices in it, the heavy metal not having much against the creature's vibrating blades.
Lorelli, is there nothing you can do? Must be something here.
From that, not right now.
We should just sit down on the log. Lean against it.
How do the Zenithans look right now? They rescued their babies, but lost one of their own and lost one of
Mostly very quiet. Looking at you, your reactions, not making any sounds, although you know them to be quite the squawkers.
Yeah, seems to be quiet all around.
Just the big thing. I suppose there's not much reason to continue now.
Without Haya, this mission is a bust. It's impossible to complete. The shaman lady, she might have some way of bringing him back. And if she doesn't, then he should at least be buried with his people. Not out here.
Just, there must be something that can be done.
I hope so.
So it can't just happen like that. Last time it took time. I mean, Haya has been replanted before. I remember that.
Perhaps another generation will spring from him.
We should return, see what they have to say. Perhaps there's something that could be done. Maybe the ship. If we call the ship, it's an AI. Might be able to do something.
Perhaps.
Tycho would like to call the ship, see if he can come pick us up.
Sure. Although before you do, you can see that both the Nevans do seem to be suddenly eager to continue the trip. The ship, however, responds, of course not in voice, but in text, saying that it can not pick you up itself, but it can send someone who can.
Shekik and Ruru could pilot the shuttle. That would be
Why do
fine.
the Zenithans want to continue, though?
I don't know.
What do they do with the eggs? Leave them? Or?
They seem to be content carrying them around with them.
While we're waiting for the ship, Ezreal will go down and like bend on one knee so that we're on the same level. And in very broken Goran, which he knows he can't speak, but maybe they can understand. You understand we cannot proceed without any gestures to Haya. We're not from here. We can't do this, even with you.
And the Zenithan responds by walking over to where the remains of Haya are lying and picking them up without too much issue.
It seemed like it understood me.
Give me a survival check.
Okay. No survival stuff. 11.
It understood something.
I'll
Yeah,
try.
it
I can
did that,
interpret what it
yeah.
says.
Yeah.
18.
Well, it understood that you need hire for the trip. Whether it understands what the trip is entirely about, you aren't certain. But despite their home being attacked and them having very precious cargo, they seem eager to continue.
They
Is
seem
it
to speak
possible?
more. He does too. I'll look at them. He doesn't really know how to feel right now. It seems all a bit unreal, really. As he just says, we need, so gestures to, alive and well, where we have to go. We can't continue without that. There's no point. No purpose. Do you know something that'll fix this?
You are being stared at by reptilian eyes, answered with a squawk.
Sakura, could you do a scan of here and send it to the ship? See what its medical recommendations would be. Oh, S-Rail.
Yes.
She looks at Zenithans. I don't know druidic magic, but I do know medicine. And medicine, there's often a limit of how long you should wait before administering it. So let's make sure that we don't. She looks at them. Says, I don't know, but this planet is strange. Perhaps there is a way. Perhaps they know something. I don't know, but looks over and says, this thing, these things that I hear, this druid, maybe this was all part of it. Maybe this is. Shakes his head.
He puts an arm on or hand on Zachariel's shoulder. Says, turns to him and says, if Lorelia believes that this is beyond science, then I believe her. But
No, just ask the ship for me, please.
do my best.
Just a scan. If it says there's nothing we can do, then I suggest we push on, just to see where they gestures want to go. It seems senseless to leave them alone here when we just spent so much saving them.
I would hazard a guess that Goran moved the ship. I concur. If the ship believes there's nothing to be done, then the Zenithans may hold the only answer to bringing him back as we know him.
Do anything, shakes his head. Nothing else. We'll go back to the druids, see what they have to say. I mean, Gorans can be regrown. Maybe that can be sped up or somehow.
He puts his other hand on Zekra's other
Or
shoulders.
fixed.
We will figure it out.
Happened before.
It's okay. Just we will work it out. Just take a breath. I'll scan the body. And then he moves up to go do that.
Walks over to this monster. Somehow the big lizard with all the pustules is in a way, I think better stay dead.
Sorry.
Allegory of the Veskarium itself. Big, strong, powerful, violent, striking out at everything, corrupted and broken.
Asriel will do as Zachariel requests. Scan Haya's body. As he does so, he's pretty sad. He still didn't feel like he really knew Haya that to get to know him better, to understand him more. He felt like he'd developed a relationship with the rest of them. And then in one fell swoop, he was just gone. And he knows what the ship will say, but he does it anyway for Zachariel's sake. And then he'll send it off to the Bataris medic for its medical diagnosis and recommendation.
The ship's response is perhaps unsurprisingly to the point. Which is to say that medicine isn't really going to help here.
Yeah.
At least not with what the ship has available.
Well, I trust Lorelli a whole lot more done, so but he'll make eye contact with Zachariel at some point after receiving this and shake his head somberly.
Zachariel shakes his head. Yes. Let's take a minute. 5. Just take a breath. We'll see where the Sinethans want to go.
Yeah, one of the Zenithans stays with you, sort of wandering about as if eager to continue. The other, as before, there was always one of the Zenithans with you as a guide and the other two scouting about. The other of the surviving Zenithans does go back to scouting about. And seems to eventually want to get your attention with a insistent squawk from a distance.
I was looking for, though, that maybe XK and such co would like to spend, to restore some stamina.
You can certainly do that.
Should resolve. So I don't miss that many, but given the things that I hear,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and or lose all of it.
As we're doing our way, Azrael will go over and pretty angrily, under his breath, as we approach the thing, be like, might as well make this damn worth it. And he'll scavenge the other blades, the phasic sights, or whatever potential ones it could make, and pretty vicious as he's cutting through with his survival knife, like taking out his feelings on the meat left on this creature.
Yeah, these blades are a bit too large to be effectively used for weapons, but they would sell for quite the penny. You think maybe like 10,000 credits.
Damn. Could they be made into XK-sized weapons?
Even for that, they're a bit large. Maybe they could facilitate making a weapon like as a start, but not as easily as the smaller ones.
And not for 10.
Regardless. Regardless. Okay, I'll add big sign. Oh, someone already did it.
Zakril will, under his breath, just say it could never be worth.
No.
Go and begin to follow this Anethans.
Yeah, one of them is still waiting with you, but the other has run off looking around and wants to now get your attention.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, let's go.
The squawk's turning a bit angry as it actually growls, although you think it doesn't growl at you, but rather in general. As give me a perception check, Zakril.
He's distracted.
Yeah, you have no idea what this reptile wants to point out.
Well, I think we should just follow it then.
We do, I think. Assuming XK and Lorelia want to come too.
Yeah.
Sure.
How do those two look during these minutes as we processing?
XK is usually pretty cheerful stance. Is maybe makes the odd noise as he walks around, but he's stone quiet. None of his light, like his eyes are a steady low color. It's almost as if he's in his hibernation state, but he seems somewhat responsive and he follows and everything like that.
Lorelia, she might once had the power to fix this, as magic does a lot of things, but now she feels quite powerless. She stands there paralyzed, thinking and thinking of anything, but she cannot remember. And it is in equal sense despairing and frustrating at the same time. But in essence, she is resolute. They have to go forward. Perhaps there is something there to help them. And so she follows.
Ezra offers one of his hands to sort of, as a gesture, to get her out of her head.
She'll take it.
Oh,
She won't say anything, but she'll take it.
yeah, we'll squeeze it a little bit just for comfort as we follow along.
The ones on Ethan that wanted to get your attention, number 3 here, if you look at the numbers, continuously growling, looking further along the path, although not the direction that the other one seemed to want to lead you. The other one, in fact, doesn't appear to be entirely happy with this detour, as it lets out an squawk of disagreement. But the other one seems determined.
I think Zakril will walk with it.
It's staying low to the ground, almost prowling.
Beaten path.
And anyone who follows, give me a perception.
Sure.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Is Zenithan 2 not coming, or is he just grumbling hey, we shouldn't be taking a detour, but grumbling?
Yeah, he seems grumbly.
Okay, but we're not splitting into groups. We're all okay. Good. I'm not gonna use a scanner. I don't. Answer doesn't feel like it. Okay.
Yeah, looking around, it's not so much that there's footsteps, but it does seem like something humanoid has been here very recently. perhaps even standing about and having watched this whole ordeal. In addition to that, Azrael spots just a general disturbing. The forest floor seems disturbed, as if a lot has been moved. Although it's not footsteps, it's not even like a creature that has moved. It's just there's a mess in the shape of a trail leading off that the Zenithan seems to be following.
I'll point this out to everyone.
And
Doesn't know
the
any-
entire path seems thick with these spores that have also covered the dinosaur creature.
If someone has been watching and didn't help, they might have been able to prevent this.
Or worse, may have caused it.
Follow.
Yeah.
And as you follow, what awaits you, almost as if presenting themselves, are a group of Goran. You spot 4 of them, maybe 5 even, although the 5th one seems to not really be humanoid. It is a mass of tangles and vines, and as if you had taken multiple Gorons and smashed them together, fused them with a thick coating of this sporing fungus, whatever the stuff is. None of them look, well, healthy or real almost, like shapes standing in the wind, thin enough to be blown over by a breeze. And yet there they are watching you without really any discernible expression. They don't even seem to have faces or eyes or anything resembling that. They're just shells of their former selves.
Do they seem to have equipment of any kind?
Not that you can see.
Sakura will approach them. How does the Zenithan seem to behave here?
They are growling heavily. Both of them this time.
He'll speak Goran. Do you speak?
When they speak, they all speak as one. Their mouths, or what might have gone from mouths previously, opening and closing in unison. Even the many, many different mouths in the mass of tangles that may have once been many Gorons. The sound coming from the air around you, really, as the words that are spoken, more of a promise, really, not an answer, not at all. The words, all will be consumed. As that, I think, is where we'll end the session.
What?
I'm gonna
Makes
kill all
sense.
these guys.
Yes, I will show you some tokens.
You want to eat everyone? You're gonna die.
Like an hour left.
Considering the circumstances of the session, I
Yeah.
would like to end early.
Yeah. That's fair.
I would agree.
It's a good cliffhanger, too.
Wow, they don't
Well,
look
that
nice.
looks fun.
Yeah, we'll have to shatter all of them and repair. Yeah.
Mhm. He
With the body.
corrode his essence. Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever has to happen. It's all part of what the druid wanted. It's all part of the journey. People don't just die. Not like that. That's like so pointlessly for no reason.
I think that's how exactly most people die. But you know.
No.
I think Sekiro's gonna go for psych assessment after this session.
Be great.
Yeah.
And all these guys can have a like date with a beauty parlor because they are.
He's not ready to accept this.
Look, that one has skulls in it, you guys. The not the big one, the blob one.
Looks pretty dangerous. Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of Cthulhian. You know?
Well, I think we're quite close to level up, aren't we?
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
look
we've
into it,
probably got one.
But I think it's likely.
We are
400 off, so
400 off, so I would imagine between those
I would
encounters.
be amazed, especially against the giant adult thing.
Yeah,
That
that was
raptor.
a
Death
beast.
thing. The T-Rex
If we hadn't
with long
if we
claws.
hadn't stun locked him, he
Thing is, like, at what level could you survive that 107 damage?
I mean, I could have taken one. I couldn't take one full attack.
I mean, you
but
don't.
you
though.
got crit
I
right
could
beforehand. Yeah.
not do 2 crits in a row and 3 other attacks.
Yeah. I mean, this encounter wasn't set up to be something that was easy.
No.
Oh
It
yeah.
was clearly optional.
It was
yeah.
clearly this is really dangerous. You know, at your discretion. So
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
tell you this thing. In the book is CR11, although this creature was not, because that would be ridiculous at your level. This guy was CR9, which is still incredible.
Yeah.
You did, however, have allies. It acted incredibly stupid. It announced its presence. I attempted to show its strength.
Yeah.
And it also rolled 2 nat 20s.
I
Yeah.
think that really showcased its strength quite well when it like hit me for 52 damage in one hit.
yeah, I'll say on your part, Sheep, you did everything you could to ensure that we knew. So
Yeah.
don't worry about
I
that.
don't.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't feel like tricked or anything.
It
It's
was
just
a
still sad.
decision made. Maybe not the best decision, but it was made with all the knowledge available. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ari, you and I, we have to talk at some point. For obvious reasons.
You know what
I
what
wonder
class
why.
you want to make? This is gonna be interesting.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe not. Who
Um,
knows?
I can say my general stance on PC dev in public. I do
Retcon
think
things.
that dev should not be a trivial affair.
Same.
In the sense that, like, hand waving at all, that never happened, would completely take the risk out of the entire game, the point of the entire game. On the other hand, I think in these role-playing games, every end is also a beginning. Be that for something new, or a change, or, you know, something else significant.
I
Gonna
agree.
give me the rights to that raptor, you know. Gonna ride into sunset. Nice.
The Raptors are based on a race that has a PC stat block, but since they cannot talk and aren't particularly smart, like, they are smart for animals, but I don't think they would make good
what's their
playable
intelligence?
characters. Like 4.
Maybe his mind entered one of the eggs.
We can regrow him.
Valerian
No,
power.
because he wasn't like his graviton mode. He like
Yeah,
really
exactly.
connected to those, like, 10
Attraction,
seconds.
drawn into
In tune with the
Be a
his
space
spear raptor.
Mhm. But it would have to suck to keep having only be able to be in graviton though. That would not be.
What?
Well, they're graviton raptors.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was trying
I
so
like
hard to
fighting
find
really
one
hard
of my
things
skull
and
drive.
thinking about how
Yeah.
to defeat them and challenging.
And
I
we
like
did
I
it.
like best when you beat things that you're not supposed to.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was certainly one of them.
I agree, but I also, not to be the stickler, but it also is the case that it maybe wasn't a good idea to do it, even if we did win. As a caveat, like, don't think that we can do this all the time, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, we do need
Had
to
we
pick our
known the
battles.
cost, we wouldn't have done it.
Oh, well, of
I
course.
do specifically remember saying, like, hearing Ares say, "What else are we gonna do? We have to go with them." So that makes me feel a little better, but it still sucks, and that's totally fair. So,
I'm not saying we shouldn't have. I'm just saying, temper your decisions with that experience.
It's just what I enjoy a lot.
we all remember the time dragon guy. We know.
Yeah, like fuck
Yeah.
the time dragon, you know.
Maybe
He
I'm just a
shows up.
person who doesn't like those sort of things.
Yeah.
That time I didn't like that
we
either.
almost lost Baron.
The time dragon was one turn away from perma killing 2 PCs.
Yeah.
But we did it though.
Yeah, but that's.
Also,
I
we
won't
should
get into it, but whatever.
That 10,000 value, like,
Yeah.
the. I
We,
don't see it in the
we know
crew.
that Manikai enjoys it, and Valky less. And that's
Yep.
okay. Those are both valid things to keep in mind. I'm really excited to see what you come up with, Ari. Whether it is a development for Kaya or a brand new character, whatever you
You know,
choose
it's
to
been
do.
really
It's
hard
really
to
interesting.
play such a sensible person for once. Just only a racist, no other flaws, so
And there's certainly a certain difficulty in introducing new PCs for the type of campaign we're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
But if that is something you'd like to pursue, I do think that player fun comes before.
We can
What's
always
the word?
look past things.
Verisimilitude. Is that a word? Immersion.
Immersion, I guess. Yeah. Immersion is such a terrible word.
Like
What does
you're
it mean?
in-
Nothing.
It's like if you're in a
Yeah.
bathtub and you're under the water.
Yeah, then you're immersed.
I thought you.
Submerged.
Submerged?
Submersion is
That's true.
what we're in for.
Wait.
I guess submerged is under, immersed is within. So I guess we're all
Yeah.
immersed in air, like
Yeah.
in atmosphere,
Yeah,
technically. I don't know.
we can find story ways to right.
My uncle,
Whatever is
not know.
fun.
What? I don't want to play an old man.
One of the
I
generals hid in the forest this whole time.
Wow.
That was the session, all right.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ari, do let me know when you want to talk.
Sure.
If you don't need time to think, we could talk right now, but I suspect that at least sleeping over it might be a good idea.
Yeah. We can talk for like 10 minutes, maybe. Bounce ideas.
Sure.
I'll sleep.
Let's swap to the private launch.
Yeah, I am going to.
Launch?
Not that I can't
Lounge.
go down there, but
We
Yeah,
could just
I'm
have a
gonna-
private call.
You can't get there? I'll
Or we
drag
can-
you over there, don't worry.
No, I could.
Oh, you did. On that note, I'm going to stop the recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off to bed, guys. But
Bye,
I'll chat to you
everybody.
during the week.
Yeah.